What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people, and I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now, and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on? Is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with us. Thank y'all for tuning in for another edition of After Hours. I'm your host, Anton Daniels. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Ladies, gentlemen, Kim is back.
I'm back. Hey, y'all. Everybody but Slimmy.
Hi. Hey, Kimberly.
Hey, y'all. It's good to see everybody but Slimmy.
We definitely missed you.
Girl, that drink looked like something else.
I know. I was like, is that a rose?
Some freaky shit.
No,
she called me drinking from a rose.
No, the theme of the party was like a rose kind of thing because it was on Valentine's Day, and so they gave us all rose cups. So I have a blue one, a purple one.
That's pretty.
I was like, I'll take the purple.
I got a little like
zapped you.
Aw, that's cute.
It is cute, but it's still giving.
I know from right here.
Yeah, it was just when it was sitting down.
Tell the truth.
Whatever.
Kiss from a rose on the grave.
Have any of y'all watched America's Next Top Model on Netflix yet?
No, I want to though.
Clips, but I haven't watched the whole thing.
I heard Tyra Baker's a fucking demon.
I was thinking about that, and I was thinking the exact opposite. I don't think that she's a demon. I think that she opened the door for people to get, opportunities that it took her to, she was the pioneer to doing the hard part, to doing the things that nobody else did. So her opening that pathway for girls, some of them threw it away and some of them made something of it because Eva said that she didn't have anything like the experience that the other girls had. So it just made me wonder about people working up under other people and working to get through a certain door and what they choose to do with it. It was interesting. It was really good.
They didn't interview any of the people who actually made it, right? Who did something. That's what I heard. That's what I've been reading because then they would have a different story than everybody else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Tyra, her businesswoman story was very amazing. That she had to pitch everything by herself. She had to do all of there was no producers, no people to help her, no executive directors. So she had to literally start everything and pave the way for those girls. And it was they all have so many emotional things to say, that was her fault. Well, nobody told you to go sleep with a guy after you got done, It was just so much going on in there. I was like, wow, y'all should really thank her, in my opinion, because the world is looking at her like,
I have to watch it. But fun fact, somebody thought that I was a Victoria's Secret model today because I was walking through the airport with my wings. They're like, see, those are her wings. That's not it.
Well, let's stay there for a second. That's a really good introduction into the show. I never even thought about it because it's a lot of people. Like it was even somebody on a Millionaire Morning Show that was asking me if I had seen or was familiar with this whole Tyra Banks situation. Um, and I was having a conversation with a girl today that was telling me that back then she was taken, like, from her people. She had been suggested to be a part of that, like go to the auditions or whatever, so on and so forth. And that like it would be producers or guys that was in the audience that was trying to holler at her and was trying to, you know what I'm saying, say, hey, come over here or whatever, so on and so forth, and separated from her people and all of that. Um, and that whole environment, right? That whole situation or whatever that's going on with women that's in the industry and all of that stuff. And then on top of that, do y'all really believe that Tyra Banks is a bad person based off of the way that the internet is trying to paint her, considering that anybody that has any visibility at this point, in my opinion, it seems like they're becoming a villain if they're not against the industry or they don't say something negative about somebody else that's inside of the industry.
I think that back then it was a different time frame where certain things were more acceptable. I think now, because things aren't as acceptable, people are looking back on things that happened and they're trying to find like things that were wrong. But I also feel like two things can be true at the same time. I feel like she might have been a certain way to certain people, and they have their experience with her. Everybody's experience with somebody is going to be different. So some people might feel as though Tyra was exactly what she did. She helped them, she was a stepping stone to their career. Or some people can look at it from that perspective, but also feel as though like she might have been a hindrance to helping them proceed. Because if I'm not mistaken, one of the girls, I did see a clip where one of the girls, it was a black female that said that Tyra basically pretty much told her out of her own mouth that she pretty much kind of like didn't really try to help her succeed once she got chosen to be a model or whatever. So,
But why, but how was that a hindrance if nobody knew who you were before you came here? But I don't necessarily have to do anything to continue to help you. How does that? How is that a hindrance?
the way she made it sound is if like Tyra stopped her from being able to get work. That's how she kind of like worded it. That's why, like I said, everyone's experience is just going to be different with Tyra or anybody. So the way she worded, I would have to go back and watch the clip, but the way she worded it sounded as if, because she was like, Tyra said out of her own mouth, like, I could have helped you basically, but she like intentionally didn't.
You talking about the one with the
But, but,
braids?
but again,
Yeah,
if
she got brown skin.
how is that a hindrance? If I don't help you, that don't mean that I'm hindering you from doing whatever you want to do. Like if you got, in my opinion, if you got motion, then you should have motion without me, right?
They blamed it.
Well,
She blamed it on production,
Mariana.
trying to say that Tyra Banks, being on America's Next Top Model, made her look difficult to work with and stuff like that when they were just young and all of this stuff. But you being on production, telling them, the people that knows about modeling and the industry, even if you're trying, you can't. If you want to pave the way for something, you can't do it when you're starting at the bottom. And you can't go against people who know way more than you, that's been there more than you. Yes, it was a thing about African American women back in the day. Tyra Banks persevered through that. Yeah, it was a thing about her gap where Tyra said, "You're not gonna get into certain modeling agencies or get booked with this gap," and she was just helping her. So in some ways, growth is painful, but if you want to try to break a wheel, you need to get some motion first and get a fan base or work behind you before you can go ahead and think that you're going to break a wheel of something that's been going on for decades.
Let me ask y'all a question. What's the difference between constructive criticism and being a mean girl? What's the difference between somebody saying, "All right, I don't want to fuck with you anymore," and you feeling like they have an obligation to do so, versus like why is the onus 100% on the person that's the most visible if nobody would have ever knew you had you not came into their space in the first place? That's
It's
what I'm trying.
not. It's not.
yeah,
I think a lot of it is a sense of entitlement. Like they expected her to hold their hands and walk them through the door, and that's not how that goes. Like the modeling industry, for one, is ruthless.
It is.
So, and that's something that she knew. If she's not trying to help you advance, regardless of whether or not you want the show, it's probably because you can't. And if you can, then do it. You know, after you've gotten that visibility, you don't need her to help you if you are who you say you are. If you that chick, these people.
And because so, even if you won, that still don't mean nothing.
No, it doesn't, because
Eva did her thing. That's the only one I know that really made something out of herself being on that show.
And she's the one that doesn't have anything bad to say about her.
Takara.
Who?
Right, and Takara did well. Takara was also considered plus size.
I think she was
Eva
before
was
Eva.
considered too short. So you look at these anomalies in the industry, and they killed it in an industry that wasn't even accepting of them. So that goes to show you it's about you and your motion, not like, oh, I'm just going to ride on somebody's coattails and get to where I'm going. It's not going to work.
Yeah. I was more so interested in the other judges that were on the show that had stuff to say about her. Because again, I didn't watch it, but the clips that I'm seeing, it seemed as if like they don't really rock with Tyra, and those are like some of her closest friends from when she was like 17 years old. So that's why I'm kind of like, why is their story sounding like they don't rock with you either? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Because if anybody would know her, it would be them.
I have a bigger. I look at it from a different lens. Why the fuck is people talking negatively about you regardless? Like, she put y'all on. Like, if it wasn't her, it wouldn't be no show. And from my perspective, and it's like, why is people that benefited off of you talking negatively about you in any capacity?
I agree.
I'll be baffled, man. I'll be so baffled, bro. Like, that junk is weird.
Was this her Netflix series? Like, I was confused about the whole thing coming out in general. Because
this is basically an opening intro to Cycle 25, like she said at the end. Basically, y'all don't bother her. She paved the way, and literally those weren't her friends at first. They were her mentors. Alexander J taught her how to walk. She broke the way for LBGT to get into exposed into modeling by putting him on when she pioneered the show. They didn't want him at first because they said looking like the modeling industry was more, it was still rainbowish, but it was still conservative at the same time on the media. So it was like y'all saying that she owes you guys something, but he was like, I didn't get a phone call from her when I had a stroke, but she did text me.
But okay, this is what I'm trying to understand. Why
she live in Australia?
She lives in Australia.
Wait. Does Tyra Banks owe anybody any money?
No,
not that we know.
Did she grape somebody?
No.
What the fuck? What? Why do Tyra Banks owe anybody anything?
This is
why
I'm
doesn't.
confused.
Again, that's a sense of entitlement. It's a sense of
This
entitlement.
Is crazy to me, bro. This is crazy.
In their expectations not meeting up with what happened in reality. That's all that was. And they need somebody to blame. Instead of saying, I didn't grind hard enough, I didn't put myself out there hard enough. Well, let me blame her, the one who put me on. Like, really? You were sitting on your couch in front of TV like 6 weeks ago. So, like, really?
But I think people do this a lot. Like, when it comes to certain celebrities that might have put them on, like, we can even say, like, the whole Diddy situation, all the people that technically he put on, granted, he might have done some fugazi stuff with their money and may not have paid them the way that, but just to come out and like start talking about it years later, it's like, handle that behind the scenes. I'm more of a loyal to a fault type of person. Like, even if done wrong, like, I'm not going to tell the world about it. I feel like that's just a little unnecessary. But in this Tyra, that's why I'm confused about the whole Tyra show.
I'm gonna tell you what's really happening. I'm gonna tell you what I believe is really happening. I believe, and this is just my personal thoughts, that everybody is clout chasing. Everybody want a visibility. Everybody want to be famous. Everybody want to tell their story. And people, what I've learned is that there's never a missed opportunity for somebody to be able to get in front of a camera. And people will do anything anything for visibility and fame. And that's what I believe. And so if somebody put a camera in front of their face and say, what do you think about Tyra Banks? Even if it's people that she put on that she helped get money that they would never even, you know what I'm saying? She put him in a great space. They would not hesitate. And that's just the nature of people. I think that the nature of people would not hesitate to throw somebody else under the bus for an opportunity to be able to come up until it becomes them.
I think that I agree. And I think that people discount the fact that people are watching you. People see how you move. And even if they agree with you, you might be missing out on opportunities because you a snake in the grass. You know, and it's like, okay, well, I know I can't trust you if they couldn't trust you. If they're the ones who put you on, what do you owe me that you didn't know them?
Clout chasing is at an all-time high. I'll just say that. I think that clout chasing is at a high. It is. People care more about that than they care about money. Clout is a higher drug. Fame. Jay talked about it in some of his music and stuff. Fame is more important than money for a lot of people.
They want to be seen more so.
It is more important than money. So I don't think that Tyra Banks was any different than whatever it was that she had been prior to that. Now, I can't speak to who she is and her character or whatever like that. And I don't really think that matters because business is business. I'm pretty sure that the show was well produced, meaning that she had a role to play. And most of these shows is super well produced. Nobody goes on these shows and just does what they want to do, especially back then. All of that shit was produced. And so any role that she played was probably a role that was produced for her in order for them to create great content at the time. Everybody benefited from it. They did a bunch of seasons. They made a bunch of money. And now all of a sudden, motherfuckers want to have a conversation talking about, oh my God, Tyra was a mean girl. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that even mean? So she was y'all friend the whole time y'all was with.
It means she was putting pressure on them to be better and do better, and they just didn't like it.
Bro.
Because some of them didn't cut it.
If Jordan didn't win 6 rings, that nigga would have a Netflix documentary about him negatively too. Because his own
he do got one.
I'm talking about a negative way. A negative way.
Even the documentary they did on him was negative. That's how he punched teammates. Scottie Pippen flipped on him.
Scottie Pippen is out here running around saying wild shit about Jordan, nigga. That's how I know. If Scottie Pippen is out here saying wild shit about Jordan, nigga, nobody's safe. Nobody is safe. Nigga, Jordan ain't safe for the nigga that he got 6 rings for.
Yeah.
The only people that got loyalty in their life is Tony Yayo and Jay-Z from Memphis Bleak, nigga. Other than that, everybody else is on the chopping block, nigga. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
The Bad Girls Club next, they coming out talking about how they were victims of.
No way.
Yeah,
all
they're
of
coming out.
Fucking hoes that was on there, they signed up to fight.
They signed up.
They were the pioneers of this network.
Have y'all ever seen any of them Bad Girls Club auditions?
Yes.
In the beginning,
they go in there ready to scrap.
And all the fruitcake shows they're gonna be talking about we signed up and they started doing us in the butt. That's what they're gonna be saying on them fruitcake shows. What's that shit that come on? Would it come on Zion or what channel it come
Zeus
on?
Network.
Zeus, yeah.
Who was the guy that got convicted? The movie guy.
What's his name? Fruitcake show.
You know what a fruitcake is.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Walk away. Walk away.
You know what them shows is with all them dudes on there.
Please walk away.
Yeah.
What was the man show called? It wasn't bad. What was it called?
Boy baddies.
Boy baddies.
I think it did have baddies in there.
I'm not gonna believe that.
Franklin's son was on there. Franklin's son was on there.
Orlando.
I don't believe that.
You know what I'm talking about? The boy baddies.
I can't believe
what is a boy baddie?
A bunch
Girl,
of
they had
super
a
noodle
house
bag
mixed with gay
men.
people, gay dudes, and supposedly
Yeah.
straight dudes. Kirk Franklin's son was there,
You
and
see all them? You ain't never seen
Kirk
them
Franklin's
shows?
son was there.
You seen them shows? I've never seen the shows, but
Kirk
I know that
Franklin,
they all over the internet with them fighting. They always fighting.
What is
Boy?
boy baddies? Wait. What is boy baddies?
let me see what the
I
real name
don't know
is.
what it is. I just made it up. It sounds like what they are.
No,
It's
it's
the
a show on
baddies,
Zoo.
but a lot of men.
Let's see.
No, they just some
And
gays.
What's the
fighting.
name? What's the name of the show?
I'm looking
I
it
don't know
up.
the exact names of
Bad
those shows.
Boys.
It's a lot of them.
Wait a
It's
It's a
minute,
lot
called
of
Bad
them.
your mic is like cutting out, going in and out a little bit. I don't know if it's turned up too high or
It's
what.
called Bad Boys
It's a
Mine
show
turned-
called Bad Boys on the
on
internet.
Zeus Network. And half of them are straight, half of them are gay in one house together.
Oh Lord!
How do y'all know? But I've never heard of this before in my life.
Because I watched it because I wanted to.
I've never seen it.
When
I
Kirk
just seen the
Franklin-
clips.
Hold on, Slimmy. When Kirk Franklin's son, got arrested, I wanted to go back and watch it because he got into some trouble on that show too. So that's what made me go and watch it. It's pretty interesting.
That's what Aaron the Plumber was on. That's what Aaron the Plumber was on. He was fighting.
Oh, really? Slimmy, turn your mic
Do
down.
y'all know that there's already
Turn
2
it
seasons?
down. Oh, it's too loud.
Auditions for season
I thought
3.
you said it was too low.
No, it was loud. You got to.
Oh,
You know that.
Shit. No, it was on like 75, so I thought it was too.
It's still you got to turn it down a little bit more.
Yeah, I gotta turn it down.
Because it's giving interference. You know what I'm saying? It's like
why is it on?
You got to
Hit
turn it up.
the mute button.
There we go.
Hit the mute button.
Just turn it off.
I was kidding, but okay.
Boy baddies is what's the name of it, Miss Sanchez?
Bad Boys on Zeus Network.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't even know that was the real name. That's what's crazy. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
loud.
loud and clear.
It's loud
It's
as hell.
Loud and clear.
Sit back from the mic.
Damn.
You got to turn it down a lot.
Like, if you sit back from it,
I might have to get a new mic.
No, you gonna have to go outside.
Here, let me turn it down on this. Let me turn it down on this. Let me see if that'll help.
And I'll see where we at now.
Still too loud. Turn it down.
No, I don't buy.
All right,
I don't
talk now,
believe what
son.
Kim's saying. Yeah.
Talk now. All right, you
Can y'all
good
hear
now.
me? We good?
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
Yeah, you good. But I didn't even know that was a thing. I guess I don't understand, man. Like what was the name of the guy that got Weinstein? Harvey Weinstein? What did he get convicted of?
Did he get convicted of anything?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
messing with all them women, trying to
being a Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, like trying to
No, Molly, it wasn't an Epstein because he wasn't messing with young girls.
It was young girls at his party.
No, but they were
like
sexual favors
accusing him of like grape and
yeah.
Yeah, but Epstein's was pedo. His wasn't pedo.
He's a convicted.
No, Epstein did some other shit.
He's in the Epstein files too, though. So I don't know. It's looking like
I'm saying, what did he get accused of from the people that wound up?
I think it was sexual assault. Like,
yeah,
3 counts of rape and sexual assault in California, a 16-year sentence, and a separate 2025 conviction for sexual assault in New York. But it says the 2020 New York rape conviction was overturned, but he's still incarcerated.
So basically, it was women accusing him of busting him down, but then they went up to his hotel room.
He was the cause of the Me Too movement.
Yeah, and it was like celebrity, like other like actresses or whatever.
Ashley Judd was in
celebrities was they were saying that he was
Heidi
abusing
Klum,
them.
Heidi
Meryl
Klum, yeah, I
Streep.
remember her.
All of
They
them.
didn't accuse him.
Yeah, they did. They were on
Meryl
board
Streep
with
did. Okay, so let me ask a question.
His behavior was inexcusable.
So let me ask this question. Oh, yeah, they commented. But
Yeah,
did
no.
go?
These just these statements. These not.
Oh,
But did they go though?
Yeah.
just like Bill
How
Cosby.
you gonna go? Wait. How you gonna have a great career off the nigga? Go and do multiple different movies. This shit is crazy, bro.
Okay, so Heidi Klum didn't accuse him of anything, but she testified against. She made statements against him, but not Heidi Klum. Excuse me, Meryl Streep. She made statements against him and his lawyers because she said she wasn't abused by him. They made it seem like her statement was inclusive for everybody, and she got pissed off, and so she spoke against him. Yeah, so now she wants a change in Hollywood.
So here's the thing.
Wait. Off of what she benefited off of? So wait a minute. They make the money. They get these big contracts. They do the movies. They bust it down for a real one. And then all of a sudden they become victims.
It was super scandalous. And then this was at like the peak of cancel culture. So it's like a bunch more to it. But ultimately, he was, the whole Me Too. He was.
I'm just confused.
I think they were willing participants, but
that whole industry.
I wasn't in those hotel rooms either, so I don't know.
It's weird when they start coming out because I feel like the whole industry is doing stuff like that, men and women. So I'm like,
That's why I asked Molly the other night if she saw Blink twice, because that's really like what's going on out here with these celebrities.
That man had an interesting story.
The way this shit going, you got to blink a few times.
Have you seen this movie?
Yeah, no, I ain't seen no shit like that.
You should watch it.
I'm shocked. You ain't seen that movie.
Yeah, you should watch it.
No, once I seen whatchamacallit, what's the one about the eyes? Blind.
Eyes Wide Shut? Not that.
Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah.
I was thinking that.
But this is kind of like what happened at the Diddy party and some stuff in the Epstein.
They were on a private island.
I seen the shit what Diddy was talking about using Jeffrey. Once we seen that, we already knew.
If you choose to go somewhere,
some wild shit. What was the name of that movie that Diddy was in, where they were smoking all that super them super drugs?
Not Hey Jackass, not American Pie.
Oh man, what's the name of that fucking film?
That
this one Noah was still real big.
God, it's on the tip of my tongue.
It's like Super Bad and Pineapple Express.
It was Super Bad, right?
No. It's like those type of movies.
He was chasing them in the house, and he was really, really good at his character. Like,
Diddy ain't play no.
I know what you're talking about.
Get him to the Greek. Get him to the Greek.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Right, that was actually a really good movie.
But we knew then that Diddy was on some other shit. We knew then. Oh, we knew.
Bro, who didn't know that Diddy was on other shit?
He was saying it. He wasn't hiding it.
I didn't know he was on no other shit before that movie. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, everybody knew Diddy
getting people for their money.
Everybody knew Diddy was on other shit. Like, that never was a question.
But what makes people start lashing out as victims when they know they're willing participants in going somewhere like that girl we was covering on an island?
Opportunity and wanting to try to save themselves. That's really what it comes down to.
Save themselves from what?
From being associated with it. If they think that the ship is going down, they're going to jump ship. That's usually what happens. It's no different than the dope game, right?
Niggas was mad.
Every nigga is when y'all at the strip club and you know what I'm saying, y'all having a good time. My BMF, we go biggest ever, you know, all of this shit. When you're on the billboards in Atlanta, everybody is gang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
When the feds come, dog, then niggas start testifying. That's how that's every single when the feds come, niggas gonna be like, man, it was him, bro. I don't know what the fuck was going on over there. I was just in the club having a good time.
No, you know what I thought about? I thought about that nigga Dino Brown when he was on the stand. He couldn't take it. And he blamed no boy. He was like, there you go right there. He in charge. That boy ain't want to go down for nothing.
That's how I go. But no, I'm not about this unless somebody say Tyra Banks robbed her of some money, or you know what I'm saying, did something like that. I'm not going for that shit, bro.
Okay,
Like,
Anton, I got a question
unless
for
she
you.
did something that really like. I'm starting not to fuck with Netflix.
She ain't do
bro.
nothing egregious. She ain't do
I'm
nothing
starting not to
egregious.
fuck with Netflix, bro. Netflix is becoming fucking Tubi. Seriously,
You know
bro.
what?
All we
I
listening,
see
all
what's
we
going
hearing
on here.
Netflix for nowadays. Matter of fact, let me pull up this next one. Y'all keep
riff
talking.
raff.
Okay, but I got a
Raff.
question. What percentage of people do you think would not turn on you? So, like, to save themselves, like, would not get into the
Would
documentary.
not do it.
Yeah, just what percentage of people total would you say would be like, nah, I'm not gonna say. I have nothing to
On
say.
average in general, 5.
You think everybody else would be like, I got a story and I'm finna tell it?
It depends. It depends on the. I mean, it's so many factors. But it basically depends on who you surround yourself with, right? And it depends on how severe the situation is. Now, if a motherfucker is going down for some shit like, you know what I'm saying, pedo stuff, I think everybody turning.
Oh yeah, I'm telling.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it depends on what the factors are. You know what I'm saying? If it's some severe shit that you was doing, if it's some Epstein stuff, nigga, everybody bailing. Ain't nobody fucking with you. Everybody gonna distance themselves. Now, if it's on some like,
I mean, would they though? Because look at all these people that are in those files who said nothing, who are
well,
still
because
saying
they don't
nothing.
want to be associated. They don't want to be
It ain't
tied.
the files.
Right.
They're in there too. They know if they say something, it's over.
Whoopi Goldberg all of a sudden mysteriously was like, I don't know what.
Yeah,
When
she
she
was
found out her name was in the files too, and they was trying to send a private jet for her ass in order to do some charity war, whatever they was trying to do. All of a sudden, she wanted to explain it, but she was quiet as fuck. Until, I mean, think about it. Look at what happened to Trump. Everybody was Trump's friend until they wasn't. Didn't matter who he helped, didn't matter who he advocated for, didn't matter who he donated to, didn't matter all of them. Nobody spoke up and was like, nah, man, he not really like that. Because they were more concerned with their own political careers. They were more concerned about what their fans think. They care about what the people think. Trump is the best example of this whole situation. Everybody turned against Trump. Everybody. He was the black fucking Bill Clinton to these niggas before he ran for president of the United States of America. Next thing you know, everybody all of a sudden was like, nah, he racist.
Trump is also one of the people that's in the files that wants to deny that he knew Jeffrey Epstein.
No.
Too.
Stop, Slimmy. Niggas turned on Trump in 2016, 15, bro. 14, 15, 16, when he first started running for president of the United States of America.
I understand that. But...
Hold on. Stop, Slim. Ain't nobody said nothing about Trump about no goddamn files. They were saying he was racist, he's fascist, he's against black people. That was the narrative, is that he don't like black people, he's racist against black people, the whole 9 yards. Nobody was caring about no goddamn Epstein files, bro.
When Michael Jackson needed help, when he was accused of what he was accused of, the only person that would let him in their home was Donald Trump, and so he could hide from the media.
Yeah, we know he helped Michael Jackson against Kamala Harris. We all know that. The thing is, though, that Trump is the other thing that you said. He did try to distance himself from Jeffrey Epstein. He did. He said, "Oh, we weren't friends like
I'm
that."
talking about how people turned against Trump. The general.
But you also said when people turn against you, how they turn their backs on you once you start getting jammed up. Trump he did the same thing.
But he turned against him back in 04, 05, 06. It's literally documents that say that he turned against him back in the early 2000s. He didn't do it when he became popular to do it. He did it way back then. Yes. So we're going to ignore all of the documents. Only parts
of the documents. That he went to Florida. He didn't go
only parts of the documents matter.
You say what?
So only parts of the documents matter. Not all of
parts of the documents.
Before Jeffrey Epstein became a big thing, There's documents that say that he had turned. Matter of fact, in the Epstein files is literally Jeffrey Epstein having conversations about whether, like Trump even said it and he announced it about how they was trying to get him knocked off because they didn't want him to become president of the United States of America. Oh, you missed that part of the documentation, huh? You missed that part of the files? They were literally against him becoming president of the United States of America. So you don't know those part of the files. All of a sudden, that's
I can't buy that one. I can't buy that one.
What is there to buy? It's literally in the Epstein files. It's in the files. Why don't you care about those?
He wouldn't be president. He wouldn't be president. He wouldn't be president. Cool. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Okay, can we agree?
Slimmy picks and chooses the parts that he actually wants to hear and talk about, but he don't care. He discards. Slimmy uses things that he thinks make sense when it feeds into his argument.
Wait. You're forming a narrative that doesn't have anything to do.
Excludes other parts of it.
Molly was talking about the files. Molly was talking about the files. You ain't never really heard me say nothing about what was going on in there like that.
You just did. Okay,
no, for real, Slimmy. I'm confused now.
I never said anything about what was going on in the files. What are you talking about, Anton?
You just did. You the one that brought this whole conversation up.
I didn't say nothing about the files. I said he walked away from.
You said, Trump was in the files.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Is that what you heard me say? Is that what you heard me say?
That's
Or
what you
did you
said,
hear me
Slimmy.
say? Or did you hear me? You're forming a narrative and you're not telling the truth. I said Trump did the exact same thing you accused everybody else of, and he turned on Jeffrey Epstein when shit got hot.
You said Trump was in the files too.
All right, man. Y'all got
you
it.
said, I mean,
you said that.
You're going to exclude the same thing that I said and go to something else. That's what you're going to do. You're going to exclude the main thing that I said.
You brought it up.
No. I didn't bring up the files. I brought up the fact that I said Trump turned his back on Epstein too. Is that not what I said?
You said he is in the files.
I didn't bring up the files though, Anton.
You did.
All right, you got it, man.
You got it. You're not even.
Y'all don't ever want to have a good faith conversation. Y'all don't ever want to have that. I didn't bring up the files. I just said that. I said Jeffrey. He turned his back on Jeffrey Epstein, and then I said because Trump is in the files too. That's not me bringing up anything that's specifically in the files. I didn't bring up nothing that was in the files.
Nobody said you brought up.
Yes, Anton did just say that. He said
you brought it up.
Stop. Anton said you only want to bring up certain things in the files and you only accepted certain things. I never brought up the actual anything that was actually in the files. I just said Trump was in them.
Slimmy, we introduced this conversation you saying, well, Trump is in those files too.
No. I initially said he turned his back on Jeffrey Epstein. Did I not say that? So you're going to exclude that part.
Okay, yes, you did say that. And then you
said that's not necessarily talking about
Trump is in the files.
Okay, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it.
That's what you said. You literally used the word files when nobody else had. That's why we're saying you brought it up.
Slimmy, you muted.
It needs to stay that way.
You're muted, Slimmy. You're muted.
I like that.
It don't matter, man. Y'all got it.
How don't it matter?
This is weak, man. That's weak. Y'all got it. That's weak.
Okay.
Y'all got it. That is weak. This is shit that I'm talking about. When y'all want to form a narrative, y'all do certain shit and y'all take certain things. That's that manipulation shit. Y'all got it. Okay,
what do you think we mean when we say you brought up the files? I can't hear you.
I didn't bring up the files. All I said is Trump is in the files. I didn't say nothing that was about if this is in there, that's in there. I didn't say nothing about it. AD made it seem like I said something that was specifically in the files, and he said you only want to talk about certain things that's in there. I wasn't talking about anything in there specifically. I just said he was in them. That wasn't my overall point.
saying that he was in the files specifically. I think he was saying because you brought in Trump being in the files. I think just from what I'm hearing, I'm listening. I'm not, so
no.
I feel like that's what he was saying.
Okay.
No.
Fun Friday.
No. Y'all like to form these narratives. It's cool though. Y'all got
What's the narrative? Sammy took his ball and went home. I'm just so confused. I told y'all been letting him run amok while I've been gone.
See what you started,
No,
Kim?
shut that shit down, man. Shut that shit down, man. Shut that down. Shut that down, man. No. As soon as y'all want to form a narrative,
what's the narrative?
Start doing this. You know what the narrative is. You know what it is. And stop playing games. Stop playing. You know what the narrative is. You know what it is. Trump ain't do nothing wrong.
I'm not trying to be funny. Like, what is the narrative? You know,
I literally just said Trump ain't do nothing wrong. What do you want me to say? Are you gonna listen to what I'm saying?
I want you to stop hollering, first of all.
I said Trump didn't do nothing wrong. That's the narrative. That's the narrative.
The narrative is that Trump didn't do anything wrong.
You got it.
I'm quite literally trying to understand, Slimmy.
How could you not understand?
I don't understand, one, what the narrative is. I don't understand how we are miscommunicating about the files being brought into the conversation. This is where I'm lost.
Oh my fucking gosh, man. So that's the only thing y'all heard. Me say the word files. That's the only thing y'all heard. That's the only thing y'all heard.
No. Nobody said that was all we heard, Slimmy. Nobody said that.
Fruit is so good, y'all. I am severely hydrated.
I love that for you, Lex.
I don't get how something so small could be like blown up and you not hearing or understanding where a person is.
Let's let it go. Move on to something else.
What do you mean? This is what makes the show great. This is what makes the show great. No?
That's funny. Well,
I mean, Slimmy's the best. I just be trying to understand.
Now he didn't cut his camera off, though. You can't even see him in his stunner shades.
That's not new.
What, stunner shades? Oh, him cutting his camera off.
I'm about to read the super chats. Give me a second. Shout out to y'all.
Motion regulation, go for that.
Shout out to y'all for all the.
Yeah, see y'all with that slick shit, man. Y'all got to talk that slick shit.
Slimmy, they trolling you, bro. Slimmy, they just trolling.
Okay, no. It's just
fun.
It's just no. When I troll, I don't want to hear no Slimmy. You gotta apologize.
No, Slimmy.
Shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. When I troll,
I
don't want to hear none of that shit when I'm trolling. I don't want to hear none of that shit when I'm trolling.
Well, understand, you ain't never got to apologize to me, Slimmy. Never. It's all love.
Slimmy, they just saying that you cut your camera off and don't put your glasses on. That's it, bro.
come back on and prove us wrong. Get back on the camera. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying, y'all ain't that serious. Well,
yeah, you gonna fit right in, Brittany.
Ms. Sanchez, you look nice tonight.
Thank you. This is my favorite color. Well, one of my favorite colors.
You're gonna fit right on in.
Huh?
Let me read these super chats. Carl Gray, what up, Carl? In the building says my chocolate crawfish is back and as beautiful as ever. All is right in room 9 world. I wonder who he talking about.
I don't know.
Hey, Carl.
My chocolate crawfish, though.
All right. Shout out to you, Carl Great. Kais.
Thank you, Kais.
I should have named this show Pressure.
Got regular.
I should have named this show Pressure. That's what I did. I should have named it. It's pressure out here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Kais. Pressure.
Appreciate it.
That's $100 shot right there. Thank you for helping me pay Miss Sanchez. Daniel says my ex did hurt me bad today. I'm tired, Anton. Tired. What do you mean, your ex? Wasn't she your ex for a reason? How's she still hurting you? Rilo says, okay, Kimmy, I see you with the who was that B braids?
Well, you know, that's what I can.
Flyboy's trucking in the building says, what up, though? Hey, Brittany.
That $1.99 again.
You got a boyfriend.
Quentin, stop.
He said
What you mean?
Oh.
Shadow Dragon XTV. What if they broke up yesterday? You don't know.
They did. Yeah, I don't know.
No, don't say that.
It's a hypothetical for the world. Listen. You know what? I named this channel Room 9 for a reason. It is so appropriate.
I know. I knew it was a hypothetical. I knew that, but
Shadow Dragon says Candace Owens interviewed Hawaiian Scene. It's worth a watch if you haven't watched it yet. She did it last year. Shout out to Shadow Dragon TV in the building. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, Slim, you gonna listen to Baby Keem album?
Hell no.
Slim don't believe that unless they lyrical. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, Slim thoughts on Jim Jones kicking in the door.
I mean, what you expect from him?
We'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe I'll introduce that as a part of the subject. Seems like the chat wants to introduce that subject, so we can pivot for y'all. Where is Carrie Abdul-Jabbar, man? Listen, if y'all want to go and subscribe to Carrie's channel, y'all can. Her name of her channel, I think, is Carrie Spencer. Go and check her out. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, Lex, I'm in Illinois. Let me detail your vehicle someday. Don't do it, Lex. TS Car Wash and Detail Services, y'all excited for the Kanye new album? I'm not personally, but y'all
I'm interested.
TS Car Wash Detail Service says, Slim, you better get them cold tickets. They selling. All right. BK Finer says, happy Friday, panel. Much props to the grandma that stood up for Trump in a conference against the so-called racism, though Trump supported black community, especially during the coalition. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get there. I promise you. TS Car Wash and Detail Services, thoughts on Floyd coming out of retirement after the Tyson fight? I don't have any thought. Get your money, King. Cali Mike says, Molly, how you going to leave Slimmy on stick when you made the statement about the fouls? Help a player out. Every man for themselves.
She ain't had nothing to do with that shit. That was all Anton. Anton knew what he was doing.
So what about Kim?
I didn't do anything. I was just trying to get clarification.
No.
Me and Kim had the same question.
She wasn't trying to get clarification. She wasn't trying to get. She was trolling.
Nigga,
too.
it's because Kim.
No, I really wasn't.
It's because Kim is pretty, nigga. That's why.
Kim was trolling too. Shit, she caught the brunt of it.
Thank you.
I got her before more than I got her too. You was trolling, Kim. Stop.
No, I'm gonna show you the difference so you'll know.
Oh, okay, please, because I'm a troll back.
Game on.
Why
Or
can't
Custom
we
says
be friends? Why can't? Okay.
Trump is also one of the people in the files that wants to deny he knew Jeffrey Epstein. Literally, Slimmy quote.
That was my point. That's what started the conversation. And I didn't even say files. I just said Trump was the first one to distance himself from him.
You know what's so funny about this? Molly just starts laughing half the time. She if you just listen to her, look at her facial expression, she just starts cracking up half the time. Johnny Mac says the narrative is Slimmy needs a new mic. Casey says
fucking thumbnail, whatever avatar. Fuck you.
Casey says hashtag y'all got it. William Collins 8697 says AD is
Facts.
I didn't even read the super chat, Slimmy.
Facts.
I didn't read the super chat. Yeah.
Put this up.
Mike
Leave this
cutting out.
up there.
Your mic know you too loud.
Leave
I
this
didn't
up
read the
there.
I didn't read the super chat yet, Slimmy. AD is a habitual goalpost mover. LOL. Smiley face. Thank you, William Collins. TS Car Wash and Detail Services panel. Y'all gonna watch the Ryan fight?
Okay, who's Ryan?
Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, I'm not.
Hell no.
I might go to the Clarissa Shields fight on Sunday though.
I'm going to UFC tomorrow.
Rematch against somebody, huh?
I actually was kicking it with Papoose today. So that's pretty funny.
Random.
Well, we're here with Clarissa Shields for the fight on Sunday. So
wait, why they saying the mic messed up? No,
because it was.
Because you yelling in it. It's fine.
No.
I'm telling you, I'm not trolling. Like, I'm seriously. Like, when you get super loud, what happens is it kind of creates a distortion.
It start peaking.
Yeah.
It was just cutting like in and out.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
Yeah. It was better pop filter then.
I'm Super Mario says, hi Molly. What up? I'm Super Mario. Chadford Morris in the building says, who and where is this new person on the panel, AD? It's Brittany. Eric TV says, hey, my chocolate drop, fine as F-Lex. Ray says, Slimmy, you so emotional. Stop acting like a woman.
Hey, Ray, you know what?
Don't do it, Slimmy. Stop.
You got it.
Slimmy. Stop.
You got it.
You can't time people out, Slimmy.
I wasn't going to time them out. Oh, no. It wasn't going to be no timeout. It's cool.
Cali Mike says, yeah, Slim, speak your piece. What up, Cali Mike? Appreciate you, big dog.
Okay,
thank you to everybody.
Your mic is not it's not coming through clear. Like it's
Slimmy?
Yeah. It's like it's too loud. For real.
I don't know what's going on. It was fine before.
Yeah, it never sounded like this.
What's going on?
That's a little better.
Yeah, I might just have to get a new one.
All right. Quick. Let me since we on this whole Netflix villain arc right now, I'm gonna play this really quickly for y'all, and I want to get y'all thoughts. All right. This is Eric Dane. Eric Dane passed away from ALS at the age of 53. He was an actor. Sat down with Netflix for an emotional interview amid his battle from ALS. And this was the message that he had for his daughters, final message that he had for his daughters before he passed away.
In Georgia, these words are for you. I tried. I stumbled sometimes, but I tried. Overall, we had a blast, didn't we? I remember all the times we spent at the beach. The two of you, me and Mom, in Malibu, Santa Monica. Santa Monica, Hawaii, Mexico. I see you now playing in the ocean for hours, my water babies. Those days, pun intended, were heaven. I want to tell you 4 things I've learned from this disease, and I hope you won't just listen to me. I hope you'll hear me. First, live now. Right now, in the present. It's hard, but I learned to do that. For years, I would wander off mentally, lost in my head for long chunks of time, wallowing in worry and self-pity, shame, and doubt. I'd replay decisions, second-guess myself. I should have done this, I never should have done that. No more.
So, that was a final message that he had for his daughters before he passed away. And I guess that Netflix did a interview with him before he passed away. What are y'all thoughts on this?
That was very sad.
I
It
shed a
really
few tears
was.
earlier watching it.
Yeah, it was really sad what that
Yeah.
did to him. I mean, the message was sweet,
Does
but
anybody know like what exactly ALS is? Like,
I looked it up because I've always heard about it. So when I had looked it up, it literally takes over your like his some people can live with it for a while. His didn't even seem like he lived with it for a year. Like it got
yeah.
him quick. And it affects like all of your nerves. Like pretty much shuts all your nerves down. Like it can get to a point where you can't even swallow. Like so his hit him very quickly.
mm,
Like
mm.
he said he started with like a tingle or like a feeling in his arm, and then he thought it was like maybe like carpal tunnel or something from texting a lot. And then he said after a few weeks it didn't get better, so he went to the doctor, and then the other arm started doing the same thing, and then it just went downhill from there.
You know what is crazy because I reading about ALS, it things like pinched nerves and stuff and inflammation in the body can worsen over time if you don't take care of it. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that it could be right or wrong, I don't know, but I think that could possibly link to worse or like a gateway to serious things like ALS. Once you start like trying to fix it yourself and do like home remedies and trying to like stretch and compress your nerves, they can affect you long term if you don't go to doctors who know what they're doing because muscle tendons are nothing to play with. Like at all,
I had
everything is
RLS,
connected. What's RLS?
restless leg syndrome, and it was like in my leg for years, and I didn't. At the time I didn't even know what it was. It was always just like this weird tingling sensation when I would lay down, and I always felt like my leg had to be elevated. And then randomly, it was like bothering me so bad that I was like, I need to go to the doctor because I didn't know what it was. And that's when I was told that that's what it was. And all they did was prescribe me like tramadol, which
What is
worked.
that?
It's a muscle relaxer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
But
it
certain
worked.
medications can help that. Like when I take NyQuil, Brittany, I get restless leg syndrome. Like
Really?
certain.
Mm.
Mhm.
Wow.
What's
Yeah.
restless leg syndrome?
What she was just explaining. So when I'm laying when I'm laying in the bed, like my legs, like they won't stop moving. It's just weird. Like, and you get
It's
this
like a
tingly
tingling
feeling that
sensation.
goes down them. And I
Yeah.
just, yeah. And it's
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 risky. You
almost like
can't
you have to
sleep.
have it elevated to
Mm-hmm.
like it's like a it's hard to even explain it, but it's like a sensation in your leg that can be
yeah,
just very like annoying, like kind of like a sleep, like if your foot falls asleep, but it's in your
like a
leg.
dull ache, like you want to stretch
Hmm.
it.
Like a
But you
dull
won't
That's a
be able
feeling.
to
nerve.
sleep.
That is
Yeah.
actually a nerve issue. And it's funny
Hmm.
that we mentioned in this and we're talking about this because when I have a pinched nerve in my elbow,
Mm.
you'll feel it's the ulnar nerve. So it's your pinky and your ring finger being compressed, and you feel that running up to your elbow, running up to your arm, going up to your scapular joint. So as I'm lifting in the gym, it's actually like that nerve and that inflammation, and eating omega 3s
Mm.
then is reducing that inflammation. And I don't think that people know these things enough as far
Mm.
as the things that we should consume and the things that we should do because your body is just telling you that something is wrong.
Exactly.
Think that we get
If
things like
you
restless
if
leg
you have
syndrome.
tingling, if you have tingling in your pinky
Bro,
finger,
I'm
Kenny,
sorry,
finger,
your mic
your
loud.
mic is crazy, bro.
what's wrong with that?
Why is it so loud?
Nigga, why y'all trying to do me like y'all did Slimmy? That's fucked up.
No, you do this every show though.
What's up with the gas mics? What's
You
up?
do that on purpose.
What? It's Mike, nigga. Your mic loud too, nigga.
My mic is
My mic
loud.
loud.
No, Anton,
Yeah,
your
your
mic
shit
is
louder
loud.
than mine.
Who,
God
me?
Go ahead
damn.
before y'all lose your thought. I know how
Oh,
y'all are. Go ahead.
y'all was talking shit.
Anyway, like if you have like tingling in your pinky and your thumb, that's like it's your ulnar nerve that's being pinched.
That's what I
So
was saying. Yeah, you're right. And
you're a funny
it's
bone.
just, yeah, yeah. And it's just funny how those things just all connect and we don't realize that our
Hmm.
body is just signaling that, hey, I need strength in this area. That's
Hmm.
why it's doing that. So you just got to figure it out Instead of the doctors are of course going to be like, oh, we're going to do the easy way. We're going to compensate off your insurance, or we're going to capitalize off your insurance. We're going to capitalize off of you being in pain. I'm going to give you meds instead of you eating like certain foods or lifting more heavier, because as we get older, we lose mm, that strength, we lose that
Muscle
grip, we
mass.
lose that motion. So,
I
yes, in a
realized that
sense.
mine stemmed a lot too from caffeine. Like I don't drink coffee, but like energy drinks. So it's like that too can be a big cause of like nerve issues. And it's just a lot of stuff that like certain foods, a lot of sodium, stuff like that can also cause it. So I don't exactly know where ALS come, like how that happens, because I didn't like look that part up, but it is horrible the way that just like took over his whole body. Like that was crazy. Like,
He
and
was a great actor.
yeah, it was just sad because he has 2 young daughters, and I'm like, I lost my mom at 18. So when I seen that video, it just like struck a nerve. I was like, wow, like him leaving something behind for his daughters to see. I thought that was pretty dope.
Says it's because ALS could happen because of inflammation, genetic mutations, abnormal protein buildup, and environmental triggers. I wonder, is that like stress?
I wonder if is it genetic? I was wondering that. I think I meant to look that up.
Genetic
That
mutations, he said.
It can be.
Oh,
It's
wow.
neurological. People got to get their nervous systems, like keep their nervous systems regulated, they diets right. But
How do you do that?
I don't think we bring enough attention to some of these things. And then also, I do wonder, did he get the jab? Because there's a lot of people just out of the blue, either passing away or getting like these crazy illnesses. So I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had a very beautiful message. But I think it's unfortunate because 53 is young.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's young to pass away. And then something so, I don't know. That's sad. Most of the people I have seen with it usually end up in wheelchairs. They can't move. So,
I think he was too. I think he was in a wheelchair, and I think one of the other actors from Grey's Anatomy, what's her name's husband that passed on the show, he did an interview and said that he couldn't swallow, like toward the end, like he wasn't able to swallow on his own. I was like, that's crazy.
uh-huh. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I thought that message was sad. When I tried to listen to it earlier, I didn't get past I try.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man,
That hit me.
right. That was all I could do. So I was like, I can't do this. But I am glad that we are in the age of technology that we're in for situations like this, for him to be able to leave a message for his children to go on.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that, everybody was saying, not just you guys, but, everywhere that I've read, that this ALS took him down fairly quickly. I don't know that that's a bad thing if it's going to take you down. Like, you don't want to just drag this out and have all these symptoms get progressively worse. I don't think anybody would want to see him suffer that way.
Yeah,
So
I don't think he would have wanted to. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And I do think that in situations like that, a lot of, especially with cancers and things like that, if your mental state has a lot to do with it. If you check out early on, it takes you down faster. And I'm sure he knew the stats, and I'm sure he didn't want to suffer. I hope that everything went, as best as it could for him. But again, I'm glad that he was able to leave a message for them. And I hope that they take heed.
Do you think that stress causes ALS because it has a heavy thing to do with inflammation?
I think stress causes most things that we deal with. I don't think we're not wired to handle the amount of stress that we have. What is this working everyday thing? What is this simple things like buying water? That stuff is free. So we're going to work to do free stuff. Like we're in a rat race. And even if you win, you're still a rat. So, it's just like we're fighting a losing battle against ourselves until you get to the place where you realize that None of this is real. None of this matters. You know, you gotta get to that place where you realize what actually matters, what makes a difference in life, why you're here. Understand that you're a spiritual being having a human experience. Like we don't have to internalize things the way that we do. I'll just leave it at that.
Didn't know him until I saw Euphoria. He was the father that was like, he played a heck of a role. He was like a pedophile in the show. I think somebody else died on that show too.
Yeah.
In
That
real
young
life,
dude.
suicide.
That young dude. I think he was like the drug dealer on the show or something. Or was the drug dealer on the show? That show got a little wild for me though. I was like, like, oh, okay. And then I just seen
Were they teenagers?
On what
in
show?
high school.
Euphoria.
I never seen it. Did y'all ever watch Jersey Shore though?
I was just about to bring up Snooki. I was literally about
A
let you
cervical
say it, but I was just
cancer
about
or
to say that.
something. Isn't that caused by like HPV? HPV?
Oh wow.
I'm glad
I
she
didn't
caught it at a stage 1 because that can
Mhm.
eat you up real quick.
I was like, that's
one of them
crazy.
ones.
Like everybody's so young. It's like happening younger and younger. It's so weird. Like
Colon cancer, inflammatory bowel disease.
Yeah, all these. It's like it's happened clearly where people have passed away from young ages of things, but recently it's just like left and right. Someone is passing away and it's from cancer or something, and they're just so young. I'm like, it's creepy.
Let me say this about this whole Netflix situation. I think that I'm thinking about canceling my Netflix subscription. Because I think that this is some bullshit. I think that's some bullshit. Like to put this out, I just think that we have to start. Well, for me personally, I think that we have to start holding these networks accountable for some of the shit that they doing. And I think that they'll do that at this point, they'll do anything for visibility and money. I think that this whole Eric Dane situation should have been something that should have been kept between the dog, like the family. I just wouldn't.
I don't agree with that.
Did he want this out?
Because
how did they get it?
What I was going to say, it's because the production quality of it was really high. Like there was different camera angles and all of that. I feel like if you're making something for just your child, you would have picked up your phone, been sitting there, with the toilet in the background or whatever. Like the angle's not changing. All of this is not happening. I feel like he was purposeful in what he did. I don't think that was an accident.
Let me ask y'all a question really quickly, because again, I don't understand this disease as much as I probably should, because I've never known anybody to have it in real life. Does this also affect your ability to make decisions?
It affects your brain, so then yeah, it could.
Your ability to swallow everything.
Okay, so if it affects your decision making ability, then do you think that somebody with this disease sometimes need to be protected from themselves?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Because if he didn't have the full capacity to make the decision and say, yo, this is something that I really want to do, again, do you think that is because I struggle with this, right? Because again, this is a degenerative disease that affects your decision making ability. And I'm not sure if it makes sense to put this out, right? And so I know that Netflix is capitalizing off of it. See, Netflix is not, in my opinion, and I'm cool with capitalism 100%, but I'm not cool at capitalizing off of something if I know that it's not the right thing to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if a person don't have the capacity to make the best decision for themselves, and I'm talking about like not just an adult, but degenerative disease that can affect your brain. At what point do we say as a society, I'm not sure if this makes sense?
Well, can I ask a question?
Makes sense. What if it was like a last like ditch effort to give his people some money? So
I was just about to, I think
Okay, because you're just gonna
That's
say
that's fair. That's fair.
That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, but that's why I posed the question: is is this the right thing?
Because what Quinn was saying, I was gonna say that because what I also seen was his I don't think it was his ex-wife. I don't know if they were divorced, but the mother of his children, his two daughters, also did like an interview where she was saying that I guess the health care for him was a struggle to get him, I guess, the in-home health care, like, like someone to help him, because they had a lot of like nurses. It was like 12 nurses or something like that throughout the days to help him. And when people couldn't show up, like when some of the nurses couldn't show up, she would step in. But she was saying that they made it difficult for her and the insurance to help pay for the stuff. So I'm wondering if this was kind of like his way of maybe selling this off to Netflix to help financially help his, his family for when he's not here anymore. So, I mean, I agree that some things don't need to be, capitalized off of like people's pain and hurt and stuff like that. But if it was the family's decision to do it, I don't see nothing wrong with it if that's what they chose to do. Only because, like I said, for financial, the way that I read it, it seemed like they were kind of having an issue with like healthcare.
I don't like it. Like, I just don't like it. I think that some things, I get the money part and all of that, and I feel y'all, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't. Like, I just think that some stuff shouldn't be. If Bruce Willis was to do some shit like this, I would be like, damn, that's fucked up. I think that the way that the family is handling the whole Bruce Willis thing is ideal, because how we're supposed to remember somebody, or usually how people want to be remembered, is at their best. They don't want to be remembered at their worst. So I struggle with this whole thing when I seen it, and I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Like, I don't know if this is like, it kind of seemed like a humiliation ritual. Like, yeah, do it for awareness. That's not how people taking it. Ain't like a bunch of people is about to start donating to ALS as a result of it. Like, I think that people looking at it as a form of entertainment. I can't watch this. Like, I don't feel comfortable watching this. I genuinely don't. Like, I'm not about to jump on Netflix and watch this. I'm not. That's not what I'm good. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't feel like he was being exploited, and I think that there's a difference between.
You don't think he was being exploited by Netflix?
No, and I think that there's a difference between being exploited and wanting to get your message out to whoever that is and whatever the message is. And I don't think that we should just hide once our bodies are sick and breaking down and our minds are falling apart. Like, people need to see that this is part of being human. Like,
I don't think
donate money to ALS, but they might say, okay, well, he said that this is what his symptom was. Okay, wait, I was feeling that same thing, or my dad was feeling that same thing. Maybe we need to get him to the hospital. You just never know what the trigger for change is going to be.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm good. I don't want to show breakdown. I don't. Show me at the thing that at my greatest. And once it's time to retire, go ahead and put me out the pasture. Personally.
Yeah, I think everyone's different. I think that's fair. Like, that's something you can do, and I don't think.
But the question is, did he have the capacity to be able to make that decision? It's not about whether I'm wrong or whether Kim is wrong. I don't think that Kim is wrong, and I don't think that I'm off. Because people want to be remembered however they want to be remembered. What I'm wondering, the thing that I disagree with Kim on, is that I do think that I don't think that Netflix is doing this for the right reasons. Netflix is doing this 100% for capitalization, regardless of whether he had the capacity to make the decision for himself or not. And so the question,
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that part.
Like, they wouldn't do it if they weren't going to make a dime. They wouldn't just if they were going to make this, but we're going to give all the money.
That's not. So it doesn't mean that this. So what I'm saying is, it is a form of exploitation if he doesn't have the capacity to make the decision for himself, which is why I just posed the question of is is this the right thing to do if he don't have the capacity?
I think that I see why you say that. I think the only reason why I'm going to say that I feel like he had the capacity to think for himself because of what he was saying in the video. It sounded like he was very aware of what he was saying and how he was saying, and he sounded very intentional. It didn't sound like he was struggling to think about what he wanted to say. It sounded very intentional to me. So the way he spoke about his daughters, the things that he wanted them to take on in their lives when he's gone. I feel like that sounded intentional. So he sounded coherent enough to me to make the decision. We'll never know.
Coherent enough to you, but that don't mean that he was coherent.
But we'll never know. No, I don't think that's a question we can answer. We'll never know.
But we don't know how produced this is. We don't know if he was reading from a script. We don't know how edited it is. We don't know none of that. Right?
But if his
so
family
we all making this, having this conversation based off of assumption in general.
True. That's all the conversations we have.
That's what I'm saying. You asked the question. I'm saying my opinion as far as what I think. I personally think he was able to articulate what he meant and what he was saying due to how he was doing it. So I don't think he couldn't think for himself. I think he was able to think for himself. I feel like you're shaking your head because you don't like it. Do you not? Is it that you don't like that he did it? Or
no, it's that it don't have. I don't care about what people's decision to do. I don't care if somebody makes a decision to be gay. I don't agree with it, right? I'm gonna have a conversation based off of what I don't like about it itself, but I do respect the ability for people to make the decision for themselves if they are adults. One of the reasons why I have a conversation about kids shouldn't be able to transition, right, is because I don't think that kids have the brain capacity and that their brains isn't fully developed enough to make that decision for themselves. Do they know the difference between right and wrong? Yeah, but do they really understand the implications of what's going to happen long term and how, what these decisions make? So whenever I'm having this type of conversation, I'm taking everything into consideration and saying, did he fully have the ability to make this decision for himself? And is that enough for a network like Netflix to be able to exploit it? That's what I'm having a conversation about. It's not about if it's right or wrong or if I agree or disagree. My conversation is it truly exploitation at the expense of a person that don't have the capacity to make the decision for themselves?
And I think that's where we're differing. I feel like he did have the capacity to make that decision. And so it's not exploitation. It was a symbiotic relationship at that point. You get something, I get something, let's rock.
Yeah. We don't know when he filmed.
If it's a degenerative disease of the brain, how can he make that decision 100%?
First of all, it says only 50% of the people are affected cognitively. So he could have been amongst the 50% that was not affected. So it just looks like to me that his body was shutting down, but not necessarily his brain.
And he also could have made the decision to do this before it started getting worse. Exactly. He could have set this up to start rolling way before he got to the position he was in where we saw him. So
any other thoughts on this?
Rest in peace.
It was sad. I will say that. It was sad as hell. When I seen that, I was like, man, that's messed up. But I think that it is a greater message in it. I will give them that very few people probably is going to take to heart, because when they get done watching that, they're going to probably go back to doing exactly what they're doing and worrying about the future and all of this stuff. And tomorrow, everything could change. And that's how I live my life. I live my life one day at a time. I try to be as happy as possible and take advantage of it. And I just go from there. So I truly look at every day as great, opportunistic, and I live it up. I truly do live it up. So Any other thoughts before we move on to the grandma? And then after the grandma, we get into the thick of things?
Nope.
All right. Let me see what's going on out in these streets. AD, would you ever do a content creator boxing match? I don't know. What's the purse? What they paying? Daryl Thomas says, "Sup, gents? Hey, ladies, blessings, carry prayers to you." TS Car TS Car Wash and Detail Services. Y'all heard Umar got the school speech? I don't check. Umar fell the fuck off on the low.
He said he got his school.
He completely fell off, in my opinion. ALS is no single known cause. Let's see what else we got going on. Me University says, and you can live through anything if magic made it. Shout out to Me University. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, imagine his kids watching. I'm sorry, I keep getting fucking text messages from people that's just trying to distract me. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck they want, but neither here nor there. TS Car Wash and Detail Services. Imagine his kids watching that message. Jabbar Franklin says MLB and Yankees legend Lou Gingrich died from ALS in the first. Garrett died from ALS in the first half of the 20th century. It is well known as Lou Gehrig disease. Yes, Kim, outside the garden is death, says Me University. Everybody hates Juju says, I'm buying that toy monkey for all of AD's enemies. Pray for my bank account. They need them. I don't even know what this monkey is, but
that's Quentin.
That's how I found out about it, because of Juju.
His name is Punch.
Yeah, he sent me the fucking video, and they all off the shelves. It was 3 left.
It's a toy.
3. It's a toy.
Oh,
it's a toy. So there was a monkey he was being abused and bullied, and so he had his emotional support orangutan, his little toy. It makes his life feel better.
I thought his mother didn't just want him, so he held onto a bear for comfort. Monkey bear or something. Monkey, whatever.
Look, you got to do what you got to do to make it through.
No, humans are ridiculous, man.
I still have no clue what y'all talking about, but cool. Netflix saw the success of the Diddy documentary Soul, says TS Car Wash in Detail. Kay Griffin says, I have 2 videos on a flash drive in case I pass away. One for my family and one to be played at my funeral. I update the video every year on my birthday, and I want people to see my personality after life.
I love that. The only part is in case I pass away. You will.
The dark side says a lesson from Eric Dane: stop living to work, only work to live. Time is too short. Facts. Kay Griffin says in 2014, 220 million was raised by people doing the ALS bucket challenge. Who knows what may come from this? If anything, it brings awareness. Yeah, most money that go to charities, 90% of it is spent on administrative costs. So
that's what the bucket challenge is for, ALS? I didn't know that.
It's supposed to be. No, I think it was mostly for people that just want
to the ALS bucket challenge.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't know it was.
Our Spacely says, Slimmy, come on, dog. Jay Forever says, hey, Kim and I, how was the cruise?
It was great. No regrets. No regrets.
All right. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are familiar with the grandma and her support of Trump. But if you aren't familiar with it, let me play you a couple minutes of what she had to say. And she went viral, and she was also being attacked for her thoughts on this also. But this is what she had to say.
One thing I like about him, he keeps it real, just like Grandma. I appreciate that because I can trust him because he tells exactly how he feels and what he thinks. Thank God for this president. I am filled. My cup runneth over. Because he allowed his constituents, his people to come to my house to interview me to talk about the murder of my grandson. It seemed like nobody cared. I'm an advocate for murder. I marched. I rallied. I pulled out other families in the District of Columbia that had murders and did not have answers. Ooh. We marched and we rallied, and nobody heard me, Democrats. Get mad at me. Until this Republican sent his constituents, his people out there to interview me in my home. Have you ever heard of a thing? Then they invited me twice before Congress to testify for the beautiful bill that's going to change crime in the district. If you kill somebody, okay, you take a life, you do life. Just that simple. If you do a harsh crime, you do harsh time. Just that simple. And then we need National Guard, and which we did years ago. He brought it on. I love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that racist stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be standing up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job. He's doing the right thing. Back up off of him. And Grandma said it.
What are y'all thoughts on Grandma? And all the, all of the people may be getting mad, pushback, all of that other type of stuff. What are your thoughts on that?
Great. Like, what is there to be mad about? I don't understand. People are mad about somebody's opinion. That is bizarre to me. But I like when people say what they believe and they stand on it. I love it.
Sounds like another angry black woman finessed by Trump and his cronies.
He is angry. I'm thinking that the crime and the killing of her grandson didn't make her too happy.
I think Trump's a horrible president, and I think she should probably read and educate herself.
When they don't like you, they don't want to hear nothing good about you. This is another Trump deranged crowd mad at the old lady now.
I think Quentin be trolling. I honestly, in my core,
I think in order to keep my household happy, I am anti-Trump.
Quentin trolls regularly.
No, I have a real Mexican in my household, so fuck
what
Trump.
does that mean? What? What does that even mean?
Yeah. You said a real Mexican.
He's talking about me, my last name.
Well,
what does that mean?
Nigga, don't be pompous, nigga. I ain't got shit to do with you, nigga. You ain't got shit to do with you.
What does that mean? I have a real Mexican.
Like it's
Nigga,
fake.
like straight from Mexico. Shit, what you mean?
Well, isn't that what a Mexican?
Jump in the Rio Grande, nigga.
You talking to you're dating an ICE supporter? I mean, an anti-ICE supporter.
Across the river.
So you saying that you're in a relationship with one?
I said to keep my household happy. I'm a anti-Trump.
Okay. Well, what do you think Grandma needs to educate herself on?
Wait, so you a happy wife, happy life type again?
Yes.
So you compromised. All right.
What?
You compromise. You basically saying you're making a decision based off of what a woman thinks.
Yes.
Are you trolling? It's cool.
No.
I don't need. Okay, go ahead, y'all. What was y'all about to say?
Quentin, they want to know if her booty flat.
Absolutely not.
It go like this.
Nah, what's you?
Y'all don't
Oh,
believe
no,
what
she's
he's
thick.
saying, right?
Anton. Don't, nigga. You know better. No, nigga, Anton know better, nigga.
No, I mean, but no. I'm being for real. Like nobody knows if you're trolling or if you're not trolling.
I'm not. No,
He's
it was only
excited about
trolling
Spanish.
when you said it. Like I was. Why can't I just give my honest opinion?
Because
Like
you
why she
troll a
yelling?
lot.
Like I hate women that got a big mouth and yell. Like that's across the board.
What?
That's initially why I fucking hate black girls because they always fucking yelling and shit.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, because I went left.
That's why I initially, like when I was a young boy, like I just hated black girls. That's why I didn't date black girls. They was fucking always yelling and they wouldn't shut the fuck up. So I said I wouldn't date them. And then I grew up and noticed that all of them don't yell. So just pick one that don't.
I don't even know what's going on. Anybody else got any thoughts on this?
What were you got? What you had something to say, Lex? Yeah, what? That's what I thought.
Who are you supposed to be?
Quentin.
Okay, and what that supposed to mean to me? Way over here.
So I think she was entitled to say how she felt. I think she was just speaking on how she felt. I don't see nothing wrong with what she was saying. I think she called out a lot of people who would probably try to attack her because she's black and they feel like she should be a Democrat simply just because she's black. But if she said that the Democrats didn't help her with the passing of her grandson, but Trump did, I don't see nothing wrong with that. It's more so just acknowledging someone who helped you, in my opinion. And it just so happened to be Trump.
Yeah. I agree.
He helped her, and then now she's on TV so everybody can know he helped her. It's just strange. I helped this black family, y'all. Okay.
I mean, what would you do? Would you not do the exact same thing?
No.
You wouldn't? Somebody did something for you?
He did do that after the whole Obama monkey. It does seem a bit
It
like
does
the
seem
timing
crazy,
is
Molly.
odd.
You did
I don't
that
want to say too
before. She
much,
just now
but
saying nothing now.
y'all know my position on Trump has changed recently, so
But she
I'm
signed
trying to
up to
keep it
do
cute,
it.
keep it
So
mute. I don't really have much nice to say.
Is it because of the
I'm with
Epstein file?
Quentin.
Yes.
I'm shocked to see a black Republican that is a woman. You don't typically see anybody from the baby boomer generation.
I think it just so happens that Trump is a Republican in this case, because had the Democrats run to save her, I think her speech would have been different. I think
Did she say she was a Republican?
I
No,
don't
but
think
she
so.
kind of took a jab at the Democrats. The way she said it was like, y'all didn't help me, Democrats, but I think had they done so, she could have been swayed to say anything. She could have been swayed. She then would have been saying, "Oh, the Republicans are racist. They didn't help me." Blah 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 blah. She's looking at where the help came from, and is basing her experience on that. That's what I think.
and maybe Trump benefited from that as well. I think they both probably benefited from the situation. He is able to say, "Oh, I helped a black woman get off my back," and she was able to get help for whatever. I don't even know what was the help. Maybe I missed that part. Like, did he just give
exposure?
Okay, because I was like, what was it? But maybe they
Basically.
both benefited.
I mean, it doesn't everybody benefit from stuff when doing stuff in cohesive with like whatever we're fusion together, you're benefiting off of it in your way, I'm benefiting off of it in mine.
True.
Don't the Democrats do that too?
Mhm.
Like, where's the controversy? Where's the
I think
argument?
people do that in general. Like this whole Democrat and Republican, I'm so over it, to be honest with you. I just look at it at this point like like I said, they're all pretty much in cahoots together anyway. So I don't even base it off of Democrat or Republican. I just base it off of the fact that if she's happy, I'm happy for her. Like I don't think it's that serious. I just don't think it's that serious.
Did she get justice?
Mm.
Like, what was the bragging about anyway?
Her
That
friend is that
he
woman that hit your
acknowledged
car.
it?
People didn't care.
Her
That
friend
did
is
what?
what?
Did you say her friend was that woman that hit your car?
So,
That hit who? You I can't.
It ain't
That
even.
lady, I hope that lady don't have social media though. She might be getting a lot of death threats about white liberals.
You don't have to have social media for that. The people will send you some special packages in the mail.
Oh, now
Give me a
just
second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
to find your address and all of that stuff because you hate somebody is very weird. Like that lady is old. Leave her alone. If that's the case, like
I think it's race baiting because it's just awfully convenient, and I think he's trying to save face. I'm sorry, I don't know. And if anybody is still going along with the charade, it's like y'all gotta wake up. At this point, we gotta wake up because it's clear as day. It's clear as day. It's no, and let me make this clear. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I've always been an independent. If you know, you know, at some point I supported Bernie Sanders, but they're all one, most of them are all one and the same. There are some that I think are grassroots. I think we just probably need to start a whole new political party or support a whole new type of system. Because at the end of the day, they all work for the same people. They all have the same handlers. It really does not matter. It really don't matter. If the agenda is to do something, the Republican or the Democrat is going to make sure he is done. If they overlord say so. So
anybody know what Donald Trump did in these files that I'm missing out on?
everything. The first thing he did was say there there were files and then there weren't and then there were. Like, don't lie. And then when people are saying that you're saying you don't want the files to come out because you don't want your friends to get hurt, you are clearly protecting some of the most evil people because that's what you are too. I
Mm.
don't rock with that. I said if I was ever a man, I would be a pedo hunter. So I don't like that. I'm not gonna say too
I
much
didn't
more,
know he
but
was deeply involved. I only read some things about him going to Florida, and that was way back years ago. I didn't see anything new come out with him or anybody he was trying to protect. And I'm not catering for him. I just really didn't see anything about him on there as much as I was fully focused on Epstein. So,
they was
and
one and the same. He got I think Melania Trump at some point was dating Epstein and then he passed her on to Trump. Like they was like bros.
yeah.
So like I don't know. I understand why he didn't want him to come out, but he don't have any credibility to me anymore. That's all. And I was really hoping things would work out, but we're being sold out, even by Donald Trump.
Mm.
They want Palantir to do whatever they're going to do and put this nation into a police state. That is what is going to happen. What's going to happen with Kamala. What's going to happen with Donald Trump. All these people are in the Epstein files, but they have so much control. I don't know.
What does a police
And
state look
people
like though? Like what you
like
call it at?
like military
Control.
cameras, AI.
Mm.
Basically, a total lack of civil
Mm.
liberty. You know, like you're not free
Mm.
to do anything.
They nudging us closer and closer.
I
So I don't
told
know.
y'all niggas. I told
Oh my
y'all niggas.
God.
Stop yelling. But no, and
Really?
then when like the whole, honestly, like he has handlers. They're in the White House with him. Like, let's be honest. And all of this money that he's talking about getting and fun, like it's all gonna go to one specific place so they can rebuild the Middle East the way they want to. While we all in a police state, they gonna be having their freedoms, doing what they want to do, living it up in Tel Aviv. I don't know.
So Molly, I was going to ask you because you said you think we need a new party. Do you think that's even a possibility at this point? Like, what difference would it make
It
if
would have to be like grassroots. It can't be. It can't be the elite Epstein Trump class. It can't because
yeah,
they're already
without it
running the
being
show.
without it being the elites, would they even have footing? Would they have a place to even make a difference? Because I
Who?
mean, like this grassroots party, like if there was to be a new one, I don't think that it could ever get off the ground because the roots are so deep.
Well, they would have to get off of everything that they're on now. They would have to create a completely new system. Are people down to do it? That's gonna be the question. But I mean, I think some people will, and I think some people gonna stay, you know,
The world needs a
where they
reset.
are. But the elites are not gonna go anywhere. It's just like they're shifting power. It's going from the old dinosaurs to now it's like what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg and the tech bros. But at the end of the day, all roads point to that country with the eye.
Why y'all don't just say it? Well, you can say Israel.
Okay, because I don't know. I don't know what I could say on YouTube sometimes.
You can
Well,
say
all roads
whatever.
point to Israel. It just does.
How? There's water in between here and there.
There is a lot of
When you,
pedophilia in
well,
it.
because what got me interested in the Epstein files was not necessarily who was a pedo initially. It was I was following the money and seeing where's the money going, where's it, to and from.
Mhm.
And then I'm like, okay, this is just one big old money laundering scheme. They're taking our money, they're laundering it for Israel. Like, let's keep it honest. Trump is helping them for whatever reason. I don't know. He's not like us and we're not like them.
Did he really pledge allegiance to Israel? Did I make that
He
up? Did I?
converted. He converted. His daughter married into a Jewish family. He's playing both sides. And the whole draining the swamp, but it's like you're part of that
Swamp.
swamp. It's all theater. I'm wondering, did he even get shot?
Nope.
Or is it WWE wrestling?
I'm trying to think the whole world is
theatrics to get him elected.
He didn't get
It's like
shot. Y'all don't think he got shot?
No.
I
no, because
don't know.
his ear would
I'm
still be messed up.
questioning it though.
Who could break
His
the
ear would
wheel
still
if
be
they're not
messed up.
playing the game though?
It's all
Evander Holyfield.
Hollywood. They control the
Evander Holyfield.
narrative.
Evander Holyfield got his ear bit by Mike Tyson. That chunk is still missing right now. You telling me teeth gonna do more damage than a bullet? Teeth can't do more damage than a bullet going at whatever miles per hour. His ear would still be fucked up if it got
So
grazed by a
Slimmy, let
bullet.
me ask you a question. What about the guy that was behind him that got shot?
Man, I don't know nothing about that. I'm talking about Trump. I'm talking about Trump's ear. That's all I'm talking
The
about.
bullet that okay.
All I'm
I feel
talking
like that could've been
about is an ear, and a bullet. Your ear gets grazed by a bullet. There's going to be a piece of it missing. That ear is whole.
So what again? So the guy that died behind him, that don't matter?
No,
Man, I'm talking about Trump's ear. I don't got nothing to do with the dude behind him, none of that. I'm talking about Trump's ear is unscathed. And if it got grazed, it should be something wrong with it.
Well, I don't know all that. I was just going off of what I read in Epstein files. It just made me question, did he get shot?
Have you guys
I
watched
don't know.
the show Paradise? Or even heard of it?
I heard of it. You're talking about the black guy?
Yes.
Walker and all of this other junk.
Yes.
I haven't watched it. I just heard about it.
I need y'all to, when you get a chance, if you get a chance, please watch that show. The new season is about to come out, I think, on Tuesday. Watch Paradise. And ever since I watched that show, and I know it's a show, but I think they put truth in a lot of shows and movies. ever since I watched that, I'm like, this is, to me, I've always had like a thought that like there was more to the world than what we see. Like, that's why I said I think it's fair to question everything, from the Trump ear shot to, I think it's okay to question everything,
It's
because the
one
world
thing
is
to
A lot of
question
these
something.
movies, that's the truth.
It's one thing to question something, and it's another thing to say it didn't happen or it did happen.
true.
What's the difference?
That's what I was about to say. If you're
What's the
questioning
To
it,
difference?
question something versus saying something did happen or it didn't happen.
Yeah, just like you could say it's true, I could say it's false. Especially when there's no evidence. Like
No. I'm
someone,
saying you said what's the difference?
if someone got shot by a bullet in their ear, you don't think there would be any evidence of that?
You
It's
said
nothing to question.
what's the difference? There's a big difference between saying definitively something did or didn't happen and questioning whether it happened or not. I don't really think that needs any additional explanation. No,
I think the only difference is the question mark. But essentially,
that's a big difference. A question mark versus an exclamation mark is a huge difference.
People can insinuate that you had sex on vacation and you did not have sex, and you did not have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess, but the Epstein files are factual. No, are they not proof that Donald Trump and a bunch of other celebrities and influencers have done something?
Well, it's implications. They look implicated in a lot of stuff. I'll put it like that.
I thought they would like
Y'all have
testimonies
to
or
do your own
something.
research though. Don't go off of what y'all are hearing necessarily on the internet. Some stuff on the internet is not in the files. Some stuff they're deleting. They only released 2% of the total files, which was millions. So we're never gonna get the whole story. But y'all have to go and see what's in there for yourselves. Type in, they make it super easy. Just type in the keyword and go look.
Just
Y'all
think of
better
it like
start
Everybody
looking
this.
because
wanted 2%.
they're taking some stuff off. So I was in the beginning, I was on there saving stuff that I felt like might be taken off at some point.
So is it speculation or no?
I mean, none of us could ever
They're
really say what's
implicated. You
standing
have
there.
to go read it and see what you think. That's all I could say. I had to stop once I started seeing the videos. I had to stop. I have not looked since because it's disgusting.
Videos
It's disgusting.
Basically, there's a lot of videos of what they're doing to these children.
publicly.
And Trump is
What
protecting
wasn't
them and he's working with them and they're laughing and giggling, kikiing because they're getting away with it. And it's
Mm.
if y'all want to know, it's public information, whatever is available.
Mm. Yeah, I can't do business with.
It's crazy how people wanted to
He should
push
be
for these
impeached.
files. People was pushing for these files. So crazy. So crazy. And then when they find out the people that they was rooting for is in the files, now they just like, oh, you believe what's in the files? You believe what's in the files? I'm looking at this shit, man. That shit is crazy.
Are you surprised?
That shit is
Crazy is an
crazy.
No,
understatement.
people still
It's
listen to R.
demonic. It's
Kelly
evil. It's
and they don't
disgusting.
care. People literally still listen to people's music that are allegedly in those files, are allegedly pet, and that are not. R. Kelly isn't on pedo. People still root for him. So, are we surprised?
No.
Yeah, no,
You
we're not
no, you know, no.
surprised, but when
You
they're
talking
laughing
something
about
different.
it, that's
I'm
different. Like when you
I'm
can
talking
see them
about
Because
laughing
he's a
about
pedo
eating
doesn't
I'm
mean
people.
not
his
talking
music
about
sucks.
politicians. I'm talking about regular people who wanted those files released because they didn't think certain people was in them. They ain't know who was in them, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, you believe what's in there now?" So you just switched up because people that you like aren't in it. That's
Regular
bogus as
people were in
fuck,
a barber shop in Chicago laughing at the victim of R. Kelly when she was a little girl and
man.
laughing at the
Why are
tape
you trying
showing
to
it.
switch this shit,
But
man? Like,
it's not
ain't nobody
switching it,
talking
but
about R. Kelly, man.
it's
Come
not
on,
switching
man.
it.
Like you really
R. Kelly,
changing the topic. Like we not
I'm
talking
not
about R.
changing the
Kelly.
topic, but that's relative because you're talking
No, it's
about
not
regular
relative
people. So
because you're
I'm
talking
speaking
about
on
something
regular
totally different
people.
where there was a
It's
tape, where there was a
okay,
tape
but it's
out,
something
where there was a
similar.
tape out where someone was willingly
It's very loud.
participating It's totally different. You can't compare that to this.
Yes, I can, because you're talking about how regular people reacting to something. That I'm speaking
Man,
on how
people
regular
looked
people
at that
reacted
shit
to
like it
something
was a
else,
porno.
and they still
They looked
cape
at that
for,
shit like it was a
and
porno.
they knew she was a kid.
That girl, and it was wait. First off, I don't even think you're old enough to know that it was other videos of grown women on the tape. You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking. No, I do know what I'm
It
talking
was
about.
grown women on that tape too.
No,
it
okay, and
was
they still were
grown
playing.
women.
And
It
I'm
wasn't just.
here.
It wasn't
And
just
I'm
one tape.
Why
here.
you always gotta
Exactly.
yell? You keep talking and no
It
tone.
wasn't just.
Like,
I'm not yelling, dog.
literally.
And shut the fuck up with that shit, Quinn. You be screaming. What the fuck
I
is
just
wrong
got
with
a
you, my
loud
nigga?
mic.
What
I
is
got a
wrong with
loud
you,
mic.
my
I don't be
nigga?
screaming.
What is wrong
Nothing's
with
wrong
you,
with
dog?
me.
Stop doing corny shit,
What's wrong
bruh.
with you?
Stop.
What's wrong with you?
You a
What's wrong
lame
with
for
you?
real for that, man. You lame.
And
you
you're
yell on this mic
emotional.
and scream at people when you
I
want
don't
to,
yell.
and you are
I
passive
haven't yelled in a
aggressive.
long time.
Man,
It's been a
you doing some sucker shit right now. You doing sucker shit, dog. You are weird, and you weird, and you weird,
at Lex.
and you weird,
Lex was
and
talking,
you weird.
and you screamed
So
over the
stop caping,
beautiful young
stop
lady.
caping. I'm having a discussion with her. You ain't shit
No,
to
you're
do
not.
with it.
You're yelling over her. You're yelling over her. You're not trying to have a discussion.
Whatever you say, my nigga. I was talking anyway, but you got it.
No,
weirdo.
She was talking first. Calling names is quite juvenile.
Man, fuck you.
I don't like the fuck guys. I fuck women.
Maybe everybody need a break for the night.
Nope. History proves he gonna act like this. History. That history thing we was
Oh
talking
no, the
about.
history is that you be some bitch ass shit. That's the history. That's the real history. You be on bitch ass shit, and I gotta calm your bitch ass down.
I'm not gonna calm down, nigga. You don't want to look stupid, not me.
No, I don't look stupid. No, I don't look stupid. You do the same shit every motherfucking time.
You're
you do the same
you're loud.
shit.
You're emotional. Your name
I give a fuck. I'm not emotional. I'm not emotional.
Yes, you
I'm not.
are.
So if I'm
Yes,
emotional, then you emotional when you do this shit. Because you do that
That's
shit to women for
fine.
no reason. You do that. I'm doing this shit to you as a man. As a man.
You're yelling.
I'm talking
You're
to you as a man.
screaming. You're
I'm talking
calling
to you as a man.
names.
As a man, yep.
Crazy.
Yep.
This is crazy.
Fuck you.
Slimmy, your mic is
Don't
going.
fuck, man. This is crazy. I wouldn't suggest anyone act like this in public.
Make sure you don't act like that on this panel neither. Because you way worse.
You like a stoic man. Let niggas
not
scream.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Let her get emotional. Let them do whatever they want.
You're a liar.
Do not scream.
You're a liar.
Do not
You're a liar. You're a liar.
You're a liar.
You just sit there and lie.
Let them hide behind an avatar. Just maintain low tones, whatever you do, guys. Do not yell. Woosah. Well, it's like a crying baby. He tired himself out.
Will y'all like my crown?
Yeah. It's pretty. Did you like how your pictures turned out?
No.
It's probably not as bad as you think.
Red eyes, clear eyes.
Y'all want to take a break for the night?
Whatever you want to do, Anton.
Who is y'all?
Y'all.
Y'all, at certain times, y'all, it's like we all sound similar at that moment.
I don't get why people
sounded from
think
the
I
South.
sound
You
like
say
that.
y'all.
I don't know why
Do
people
another topic if you're down.
Well, I did want to comment on what Slimmy said. He was saying that that everybody was asking for the files, and now that they're out, people are not wanting to believe it. I think that it's not because the people that they were looking for weren't in it, or the people that they didn't want in it are in it. I think it's because the corruption runs so deep, they really can't wrap their minds around it. And you know, to willingly admit that everything that you know is a lie is difficult. And I think that that's why there's been inaction. I think that that's why there's been so many people not wanting to believe it, because it's really hard to believe that this kind of sickness has just permeated every part of life.
Is anything gonna happen to these people?
Not in the States. I mean, because literally our whole system would collapse. And I think that that's
that's a problem.
Wow. I wonder what that looks like.
anarchy
Even a
and
one
It looked
civil
like
war.
the Stone Ages.
chaos.
Bill Gates is over Microsoft. Like, are they gonna lock him up when everybody and all these systems depend on Microsoft? Like, let's be honest.
Or they just take over their stuff. You know how
Who?
people take over.
They're all in the Epstein files. They're running the show. Who gonna stop them? It's the banks. Like, who gonna stop them?
Yeah.
Everybody still need to get their checks, pay their bills. Who's gonna stop these people? Mm-hmm. Spiritual warfare, I know that much.
I think I'm gonna give everybody the night off. It's too much of a fucking headache, bro.
There's too much what?
And so
It's too much of a
It's
headache, man.
Understandable.
headache.
Is it because my mic's too loud?
Nah, I just want to have a good show. I just want to chill and enjoy. And Friday night, just slow motion. You know what I'm saying? Like all of this extra stuff is
Extra.
it's not
Yeah,
necessary.
all
You know what
that,
I'm saying?
all that screaming and stuff. I get it. Fix y'all snacks, nigga. Just because y'all in a group chat together, nigga, don't mean nothing.
Nope. I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking then. Since
Me
you think
too.
it's in a group chat, no, says the one who yells all the time.
It's tonight. I ain't yelled in about a month. And I don't yell all the time. Nice try.
I think you just told me to shut the fuck up Tuesday.
I didn't yell. I said it in a monotone. I didn't yell at you. It was monotone. Nice try.
Well, I think you guys are great.
I missed you, Kim.
Yeah.
if my
We're
kid
happy
died,
you're back.
Thank you.
watching that movie inebriated is hilarious. Watching Mister try to cook, boy. Ugh.
Anton
Now,
is
for all
through.
the movies that I have not seen, I've seen The Color Purple a couple hundred times. I don't know
Speaking
why.
of that, I got some I need to be watching anyway.
What y'all watching on the show?
I know one of them is called The Beach, Shutter Island, and I can't think of what the other one is. I have to look. Throwbacks.
Okay, can I ask my question now that I wanted to ask and Slimmy wouldn't let me ask earlier? So, Anton, you said that you're ready for God to just get rid of us all and start it over, right? So let's just say there's a guy who comes along and he's like, okay, let's just say he's like, okay, you know, I've been having these dreams. I have this prophecy that the fire is coming. The Lord said, build a bunker, you know, and take as many people that can fit. But to go into this bunker, you have to give up your life savings as like a testament to your faith. Would you go into the bunker? 2026.
Say that again. Say the question again.
So there's somebody who's like, okay, I've been having these prophecies, you know, God is coming back. He said he's coming with fire, gonna wipe us all out, but he told me to build this bunker. So we thinking Noah, right? How Noah was like, I'm gonna build a ship or whatever. So the guy's building the bunker. You have to give up your life savings to go because you need to prove that you're, you know, that you're stepping out on faith. Would you go, or would you just be like, yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens?
I mean, nobody knows for sure, right? From a spiritual perspective, I always lean back onto the word. And he says, no man will know the day or the time or anything like that. So I wouldn't believe it.
What would he have to present you with to
He
make you
couldn't,
believe?
because the word will never go against itself.
Yeah, but he might not be like, well, it's Tuesday. He just says it's soon.
When people say the daytime or the hour, do they don't mention in the weeks or days? Like, don't we
I
have
don't want to live in a
X?
bunker. I don't want to live in a bunker either way. So I'd rather go than live in a bunker.
I can see that.
I'm straight. So I'm good. I'm good off that. Oh man. All right.
My head. Yes.
I guess I'll read the super chats. I almost hit the end button, but I've done that before. What do y'all think about the Supreme Court ruling Trump came back with stronger tariffs after the blocked IEEPA 1977? Shout out to Daryl Thomas. I don't know. I don't think anything about it. Callie Mike says, shout out to grandma for standing on business. She lost her grandson, and the only person who helped was Trump. Respect. Why this about black women? I'm sending ice to your house, says Digital Mods. Daryl Thomas says, I hate the way people disrespected her. Her son died. They called her all types of names. What if it was their family? Mr. Cool Kel says he not trolling. He just got low IQ. Bro brings nothing to the convo. Had just a goofy, sassy perspective. K-bye. Did Quentin write that?
K-bye.
Sound like something Quentin wrote. Might be doing a Kevin Durant burner account. TS Car Wash and Detail Services panel. Al Green or Teddy Pendergrass?
Al Green.
Al Green.
Digital Mind says Dems only help black folk that help their political agenda. Hundreds of women and children have passed by illegals and not one rest in peace post from Democrats in 5 years. TLC or SWV?
SWV.
Come on, we can't do all of these. It's too many of them. C. Brian says irony is Tel Aviv is gay.
Oh, I saw something about that today. Anyway, go ahead.
80, you saw that Grand Rapids shooting? I didn't. Digital Mod says the files are all reports made to police, meaning people mentioned are just accusations, not facts. So even if a report isn't true,
no, a lot of those are
Zero
emails.
Fallout says Molly actually spitting facts. Many of the POTUS friends in the files. The man himself is 4,800 files. Mentioned 38,000 times. It's not left or right. It's good versus evil. MAGA influencers silent now. Kay Griffin says in Chicago we call them frogs. Lex know the rest. Kim, I know what you did on that trip. Shane says,
can you tell me? That sounds like it might be fun. I want to know the Shane.
Greg D says Kim brings nothing to the panel. Trolling gets old. Or Q brings nothing to the panel. Trolling gets old. BK Finance says, Anton, you should play this woman on TT Latrice Littleton to get her take on Trump and grandma.
I think they need to refer to me going forward as Gentleman Q.
TS Car Wash and Detail Services, put the gloves on. Look up Whitney Webb, says Captain Negro Man. A.R. Smitty says, I know AD is like, how the F did Phil Jackson do this shit? Ray says, Slimmy, you act like women who raised you, act like a woman who raised you. This is for Q and Slimmy, says DJ Ice. Slave of Christ says that grandmother was rocking President Trump on phone them. They was whooping when she said that it hit different. You whooping Lex. Daniel always learning says, keep your head up, AD, in the panel. You will be missed.
Are we going?
Fellas, y'all tripping, says Press. Shout out to y'all. All right. I guess we'll go ahead and continue. It looked like everybody ready to continue and press up. So we'll keep pressing on.
Not everybody. There's 2 people off camera.
Jim Jones. So there's some footage of Jim Jones breaking into his own spot or something, and they saying that he's been evicted. And this is footage that was released by 50.
Yeah, this is I mean, multiple clips, hallway angles, timestamps, people walking in and out, kicking, slamming, breaking in. Then why not call the police? And if this is really a legit break-in or property damage situation, then why not call the police?
So there's different angles and footage of Jim Jones kicking in the doors. Obviously, we know that him and 50 been going back and forth. I don't know who Jim Jones or 50 got in on the inside to get him all of this footage and stuff. But yeah, what do y'all think about that? The audience want to know what our thoughts is about this one.
I feel like they got that camera hanging from a shoestring or something. Like, why was it shaking? That was weird.
He was kicking that door.
He should have let 50 buy it from him, then maybe 50 would have hired him back. I don't know. Looks like I'm just saying. Now you locked out your own studio. That's crazy.
50 Cent is like the king of trolling at this point, but when you keep doing it to people, like he is super petty. We all know this, but dang, dude, you like the low budget TMZ. You be like,
So this is a studio that he's
I know. I
trying
thought
to
it was
do.
an apartment.
I think that's where he
Was
does
his
his
stuff locked in
podcast.
there?
That's what I'm
Oh.
trying to figure out.
I don't know if it was an apartment. I don't know if it was a studio. I don't know none of that. But I don't know. I just think the internet is getting a little crazy, bro. This shit is getting a little out of control.
Is it getting out of control because it's showing what the out of control people are doing, or like which part of it is out of control?
I just think that is every fucking thing on camera.
Yes.
Yes, because
Yeah,
there's cameras
now, yeah.
everywhere.
Shit is out of
Yes.
but when are we always supposed to keep it together? Because, and I'm not like siding with his crash out, but are we expected to always just keep it together and then when stuff be on camera, it just paints you out to be this deranged person?
Well, Jim Jones is always crashing out on camera. He got some anger issues. He gotta, I don't know.
Taking Jim
I know
Jones
how
out of
men
it,
are
I
about their
just
money and when they get embarrassed over money or over anything that look like that. So
If he would have paid his bill, what
I mean, let's be for real. Maybe
crazy
he didn't have the
dusty.
money. Everybody don't have the
don't
money all the time. So I'm not gonna say that I don't understand if your stuff is in there. At this point, you got nothing to lose but your stuff.
They usually put it out when you're getting evicted.
I don't really know.
I don't know if it's evicted, if it's not evicted, but it's just like every fucking piece of information. It's like, okay, what if he didn't have the money?
50 Cent was gonna find some footage.
Like, should that shit be on the? Is that
On the
everybody's
internet.
business if he didn't have the money?
No.
that's
Should
the
have went
new
to the
wave to
local church, and
embarrass
the local
people.
church would have helped him out.
Would it though?
You got to get exposed, you know.
They love
And
selling the clip so they can get some more money in their pockets. That's what it is.
but people are getting paid now on Facebook just to get monetized to embarrass people or embarrass themselves by live streaming everything. Like, when does it stop
Well,
to be petty?
Jim Jones is not like he did start loving hip hop, so he should be used to having cameras capturing his crash outs. I think
He
it's just a little
did.
embarrassing that he went through that whole drama with the landlord and 50 Cent, and now 50 Cent has the footage of him crashing out. But Maybe that's what makes it so bad. But I don't know who cares outside of 50 Cent. I don't care about Jim Jones. I think they all too old to do what they doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so too.
This
How
is
old
hip
is
hop
Embarrassing?
culture.
Are they 50? How old
50
is 50
something.
Cent?
Yeah.
How old is Jim Jones?
He definitely in his
Mid 40s, 50s,
Yeah, but I
50s.
don't know if you're ever
Middle
too old for
aged.
a crash out though. Like there's, ideally we are all in control of our emotions
He's
today, tomorrow,
49.
next day, but realistically, we're not. We just get lucky that our lowest moments aren't filmed and put all over the internet yet. Like we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
It's like the
But
older they're getting, the worse they're getting. It's like
That's what I'm saying. These are the elders at
they're
this
too
point.
old to be acting crashing out like that. And I hate to keep saying the word crash out, but they're too like that's embarrassing.
Oh.
Like it's secondhand embarrassment saying that. I don't know. I think that
I don't think it was embarrassing.
Huh?
I don't see nothing that was. I mean, yeah, I think it was ratchet. It was stupid, but
that's what I'm saying though. It's like why are we? I mean, now granted, he probably didn't know he was being recorded. So 50 Cent putting it out is like I don't
What would
know.
make you crash out and start kicking the door down is the question. Like,
Me?
at what point? Yeah, because we don't really. One thing about it, I know that having that behavior as a pattern, yeah, you need to get your emotions in check. But at, speaking outside of Jim Jones, at what point, like, do you say like, what's a valid crash out according to you? Like, what
It's
you
not so
don't know
much
what the
the
camera's
crash out.
rolling.
I'm not even talking about
Mhm.
necessarily Jim Jones. It's not necessarily the crash out to me because people go through what they go through. He's clearly he was going through something. But my issue is like the trolling aspect of it. Is like, okay, we're too old to be trolling.
Are you
Like
talking about the
50
50
Cent,
Cent
I
on the
get it.
yeah.
You're funny, but like at some
Mhm.
point, it's like, okay.
Is
It
he
just
though?
feels so goofy to me. It's just all
Is
goofy
he
to me.
funny?
To me, people can laugh at it if they. I don't care, but I don't know.
You
Was
make
he
me,
degenerate?
Yeah,
you
he's.
become my mortal enemy. I'm not gonna forget it.
And see, maybe
So
because I don't hold grudges, I'm not like the type of person to hold no grudge. It's never that deep to me. Like I'm not holding no grudge to where every 5 seconds I feel like I need to embarrass you. Like, but again, and he's a dude, so maybe to him, I'm not saying he can't, but it's just, is it ever gonna stop? You're like pushing 50. Like, is it ever gonna? Literally, you're pushing 50. Like, is it gonna die down at any
No.
point?
You still got dudes
No.
gang banging at 40, so no.
50. Gang
Yeah,
banging at 50 plus.
Yeah.
but
The emotions are not
I think
centered.
it's the having to see it is the problem. It being done, I wouldn't care so much if I didn't have to see it. But because everything is on camera, it's like, I don't know, it just gets very tiring.
it's still a choice whether or not you consume it, though. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to like locate these things
Oh, I don't.
online.
I don't even follow them. I don't even pay none of that stuff no mind. But I mean, I'm seeing it here. You know what I mean? Like unintentionally. So it's like, it's just I don't know.
Man, I just watched that video again. He was kicking that door so hard he almost passed out. That's sad. He almost did. That's sad.
But on the flip side of that, he needs to contact the people who were in charge of that lock and try to flip this around and make that, a lock commercial. That door didn't give.
Like he couldn't call a locksmith. He about to break his ankle. I'm like, oh my god.
He turned around and held the wall like this for a second. He couldn't breathe.
He got some strong hip flexes. Maybe he was on drugs. Maybe.
Maybe he just wanted his stuff.
I was like, he probably just mad. He just be angry. He always crashing out.
He's emotional. He's a cancer.
Shout out to the cancers.
Right. Oh, water signs. But yeah, no, I don't.
50 Cent in Cancer. So
I know.
I guess crashing out just, what happens.
The worst are Pisces. Them don't want me.
No, we're not. Don't. I'm not even about to entertain. I know everybody don't believe in signs. We're not about to make this a whole sign thing, but don't. That's rude, Quentin.
I think that's a feel something to it, but I don't like when people use it to excuse their behavior. Oh, well, you know, I'm just a whatever. I think that's ridiculous. Yeah.
Any other thoughts on this?
If y'all gonna try to kick indoors, make sure y'all work out first. Don't let the door take you.
He was able to kick it out. He kicked it in.
He
Yeah,
did.
he almost passed out before he could do it.
Might have been a strong ass door.
It had to be.
Man, you need to turn that into a commercial. I flipped that around so fast.
When was the last time they potted? Like, or is it still going? I don't
I don't
follow
know when
them, so
this
I don't
footage
have a
is what
clue.
this footage is from. I don't know any of that type of stuff. I know that it just seemed like I don't know, man. We went from in a culture. I remember at the time everybody was so worried about Big Brother and cameras on light poles and all of this stuff, and now we all living in a Truman Show.
From 9/11, didn't it stem from like 9/11 with all this like surveillance? I feel like that was around the time. Well, that's where it stemmed from. I think was when
That's
9/11 happened.
that's when it was public knowledge.
Violence was going to evolve over time, regardless. It's what they want. All eyes on people.
Yeah,
All time.
we living in the Truman Show at this point. So it's
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's interesting. It's very very interesting. But I mean, I guess it's just the way the life is. It's the part of where it's going. All of our devices inside of our homes, all of our Google devices, our Apple devices, all of that shit records us
Ring
24 hours a day,
cameras.
7 days a week. We got fucking cameras on our TVs. We got 37 phones and
It's like Black Mirror. They predict
it
today.
is. It literally is like Black Mirror.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Meta's doing some Black Mirror type thing. They got a patent for something to where if you pass away, you can kind of upload your consciousness in a way
I mean, they put it in a
to
whole
social
show. They
media.
already
Just
told
kill
us
me. And people never read the fine print. You'll be end up working the rest of your life as a slave coming back in your conscience. Like people, oh, just let me die. Let me die.
Yeah.
Okay with
I
that.
think we all going I mean, we already all living in a simulation in a way. If you really think about it, but
Whoever controlling me, help me press my bad habits.
Stop smiling, Molly.
I was just thinking, I was like, Molly, we're kidding.
yep, I think that and then once they switch over to money, eventually to move to complete digital currency, there will be no autonomy.
Nope.
Mm.
That's social
Me and
credit.
Kimberly were just talking about that not too long ago. We
Really?
got to find new ways to do business.
Figure something out. What you gonna barter? Because
Barter and trade. That's the new.
Time.
If you don't want them in your business,
Taxes is out of control. Digital currency, overly surveilled. If you buy a fucking Ring camera, that shit could be shared.
I think that the
Police is wearing
OnlyFans is
body
a rat
cam
test.
footage for everything, and all of that shit can get released. If you get pulled over by the police, niggas can pull the body cam footage. This shit is crazy. I've
Remember
even
those?
seen like celebrities. Let's say, for example, that you pull the body cam footage, and the people advocated for this dumb shit. You pull the body cam footage of getting pulled over by a police officer, and then you like, you know how they say license and registration, and they pull the, they get the ID or whatever the person. I've seen people's literally where people live on their identification, and it wasn't blurred out.
Nope, because they want everything public, so it's public.
well, first of all, anything that records can be hacked. So there's that.
Altered now with AI, anything. But they asked for that. They want the audio. They want the body cam footage. They got people on the street recording. They got street cameras. They got pod cameras, Ring cameras.
Remember those
Camera.
vacuums that people had in their house, the little circular ones that just be I guess like was it sweeping or mopping the floors? Like if you had, you know what I mean, like those.
The roll
I
hat.
have those.
Really, I was
Got
always so
those
afraid of
too.
those because I'm like I feel like
They
they
do.
are
They watch
monitoring the
you.
house.
They got
Yeah,
cameras.
like
Mhm.
smart
It's
house.
crazy.
Like,
It's kind of
Everything
like
is you have RFID chips in your tires. Like you're not disappearing. Like they know where you are.
They know where you
going
are. In your
They have
wallet, you have
incognito.
RFID
chips
chips.
inside of casino chips past a certain denomination.
wow.
This lady in
Constant
China got
tracking.
caught with camera contact lenses. They took them out. She was trying to get over. Wonder how they find that. Interesting.
That's crazy.
Okay, so I got a question because you know my question's gonna be a little weird today. So if we go to a barter system, what are you choosing to stock up on to barter? And
If you go
not
to a
like
barter
water.
system, you basically
Women. Buy all the women.
If you go to a bartering system, you basically sign
Barter
up.
with the hoes.
I mean, women got
signing up to live
OnlyFans.
off the grid and to be poor if you go to a bartering system.
That was the rat test right
I
there.
mean, essentially, if you don't really own anything and everything is digital, it's still kind of like you're poor. These people don't own homes. They'll have a digital wallet. They don't really own cars.
That's true.
I think that's poor anyway.
Mhm. People gonna have to get to popping one day for some bread, a sandwich,
Fucking property taxes. This
taco
shit is
meat,
crazy. It's crazy because
and
even
it's
like in
sad.
New York, Mom Donnie was like, if we can't tax the rich some more money, we gonna raise property taxes almost 10%. 10%?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're over
That was
fucking
always
that's
the play.
insane, bro.
You came in lying. Like
Because
the
he's a
fact that
part
people
of the
even bought into that
Epstein
is crazy.
class. He's
Mm.
doing their bidding. He's in
You
the
ain't gonna let
files.
that
His
shit
mama
go,
in the
Molly.
files. Because because they have created the narrative. They have built the system. This
Mm-hmm.
is their reality.
They
You
hired
have to
within the
see
system.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I still need you to answer my
That's what they
question.
want.
Quentin's
What
the
would you
only one
barter
that
Maybe if
for?
you send me
Quentin
the
says
document, that'll be great. Quentin
Guess
says
it
what?
depends on what a person already has.
you got to come up with something that you think is going to be valuable in a system with no money. What do you think it is?
Like
Tangibles,
women, you
tangibles, and
you get
having
a
some kind
women
of
and you
skill.
trade women for other stuff.
Seeds.
You
Seeds
beat
to
up the
plant.
women
Anything
and then you
tangible.
own them as property, and then you barter with the women that you beat up and take as your own.
Well, that's what they're doing now. It's called human trafficking.
Need to update my skills to learn how to garden better because
I'm trying to tell
you
you
made me
because
thinking, Kim. I was just thinking about that, like to barter something that's really, of value.
Well, if shit's gone that bad, then that's probably what it's gonna look like.
It looks like that soon. I mean, I really wanted the idea of to gather my family as, a good 10 of us, 20 of us that with families and have a family compound site from the world. I don't want to be on social media for real. Really value that, but it's hard to get people to want to make a big decision, be under one mortgage, where we're all just putting it in a pot away from everybody and everything. I would love that so much. It would make me so happy, but
Slimmy, what you bartering? Brittany?
All right.
I said water, but like even probably like bullets and guns and like something to that effect. But or medicine, like some sort of like like medicine.
I don't want to be involved with bartering guns because that's just putting
Medicine would
yourself in a
be
war.
I
be
think medicine
good.
is I think like having because that's gonna people without medications, that's gonna be horrible.
We get a lot of it from China. So if everything goes bad,
Yeah, they gonna be
supply chain issues,
so
people need
up.
to take that type of stuff into consideration. We get
Mm-hmm.
everything from China.
Literally.
All right, y'all ready to move over to relationships?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Y'all good?
Whenever you're ready to do Anton.
We can talk about the black girl that got arrested at the airport because once they told her she couldn't take her dog, she just left that motherfucker on the conveyor
That
belt.
was a black girl.
Got on. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
That dog
saw
was
that.
I
It
cute
want
as
to
was a
talk
shit
about
golden
too.
that.
doodle. I don't want to talk about sad dogs either. I ain't gonna
Okay, my bad.
abandoned
I'm in
dogs,
the animals
abandoned
tonight.
monkeys,
I see that.
abandonment.
Was the
Punching.
monkey not a dog?
This dog is super cute. Like, look.
He's a
Oh, she
golden
just
doodle.
left
I'll
from
go with it.
there. That's so sad.
I don't
Say
think
she
I
not
saw.
missing her flight. Where was she going?
I don't know. She said, "Fuck that dog." Though. Left it there. That's fucked up. That's so fucking mean.
But
That
I don't
dog looks so sad.
because TSA are not the people who stopping you from getting on the plane with your dog. So why would you leave it at security? Something about that don't sound right.
You don't.
I
What?
thought
You don't. You just
she
walk
probably
through
had
TSA
to
with a
pay a
dog.
fee, right?
Huh?
She got to pay a fee to get
You
on.
can just walk through TSA with a dog. No big deal.
Yeah, TSA don't care.
I don't know.
Yes, you do have to pay a fee, but only the airline is looking at that. TSA doesn't know what airline you flying. Really, they don't care. They don't know what you paying for in your bags. None of that. It's when
I
you
could bring
get
my German Shepherd on the plane.
Hell no, nigga. Not unless it's a service animal.
right.
He is.
The big ass dog, nigga, fucking up people's mental illness and shit. That's crazy.
I mean, people have brought ponies, so
No.
They have.
yes,
They can or they have.
they have
So you saw a whole ass pony on the plane.
a whole pony. I'll send you the picture. Hold on.
I don't want no pony on my phone. It's gonna
What
mess up my
what race
algorithm.
were they? Kim?
Now,
White
next.
people. Black people are not fucking bringing no fucking ponies on the plane. Are you kidding me?
Great Danes.
I ain't say it was a bald head pony.
That's not a pony. That's a big ass dog.
Dang, they're the same thing. They both be.
Pony. I know, Anton. You're like, what is happening tonight? I don't know.
I'm
It's
down for
Friday.
the night. All of the subjects I had set up, I'm
Do that.
so. If y'all want to keep talking, y'all can. If not, I can end it.
I don't know what to say about that.
I'm moving to relationship topic. It should be done. But it's up to you.
Your mic is low.
I don't know. Can we see what the topic is? Spoiler. Okay, well, should I make an executive decision? Say everybody needs to go take a nap.
I mean, y'all want to regroup next week? I'm down for whatever, but I don't want if the energy is off. I feel like
If okay, I don't have the button, but I would hit it if I did.
Whatever you want to do, Anton.
I'm about to
I
end
want you to
it.
feel irritated.
All right, y'all. Listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Let me read the super chats and then we'll get it out. Get y'all up out of here. Eric TV says, hi, Chocolate Kim Slimmy. She said, Chocolate, hey, my chocolate drop Lex. I don't know what that is. It's Q Sassy.
Yes.
Let me see. 50 posted this so he can create any narrative. What happened to Carrie? Same old, same old. 50 allegedly got into business with the owner of the building, Chestnut Checkers. Says JL. AR Smitty says, shout out to the chat for keeping the show going. I'm on the couch singing, please don't go. TL14 Gaming says Jim Jones also get beat up on camera a lot. Remember the Rucker Park incident back in the 2010s? He got Seth Rollins curb stomped. Ray says, Slimmy, you can never articulate yourself. All you do is yell and insult people, then run. Stop acting like a woman. Mr. Youngblood said, he says, Savannah Guthrie's mom had a doorbell camera, but she wasn't paying for the subscription. How they get the footage? Logical Rob says, hey, Room 9 just got on. Anton, what exactly is Mama Carey going to be back on the panel? Ain't the same without her. I'm sure everyone wants to know. TS Car Wash Detail Services, Dang AD. Nasty Stu says the movie Eagle Eye in 2008 with Shia LaBeouf was the first movie to tell you what's happening today. Shout out to Nasty Stu. I appreciate you for the 50 ball. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, that argument shit, that shit just kind of drained me. And I usually am able to push through it. But when that shit start getting too personal, it's like, damn, bro, I don't know. That's just me personally, bro. Like, the arguing shit just like, not arguing, but like when it become like personal and shit, it's just like, damn, like we fuck with each other. Why we on that type of time, y'all? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure out if it's the subjects I need to change, if it's I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to solve for this. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't really clip this shit up. So it just kind of fuck up the money and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
Feel is best.
So I'll figure it out. Anything else before we rock out?
Slimmy, you gonna say the other movie? Slimmy, this man in his own little world over there. You gonna say the last movie?
What you mean?
Because I only remember the two: Shutter Island, The Beach, and what's the last one for Sunday?
Departed. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. The Departed, y'all.
All right. There it is. We got Room 9 frame fights on Sunday afternoon. And I'm going to do the Millionaire Morning Show tomorrow. I don't know what time I'm going to do the Millionaire Morning Show. But we going to get it popping. So we're going to regroup, figure it out. I might have to switch some subjects around or some shit. I don't know. But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're going to holler at y'all later. Peace.
Bye, guys. Good night.